Stars across the night sky.
Once I finish this test, I can cross, engineer, and survive. 2 pillars!
You have to hold on.
What did you open a hole for me?
This gourd is truly strange. It always feels like it is not something good. Being a kettle is more than enough. Just a bit bigger! Besides,
Still daring to dawdle when it is right on your forehead. Are your bones itchy? Why aren't you going to fetch water to feed the pigs? The ungrateful wolf is pretty ruthless when it comes to work, playing dead while eating.
Your short-lived parents died decisively.
No, Mother! Please give me a meal!
You've already been replaced with rotten bones from the wilderness.
You are teaching Aunt a lesson for her great kindness and virtue.
I'll remember it until I die.
strange. The stagnant water that flows through should be even more bitter than the yellow lotus. After a trip, the gourd became sweeter than the spiritual spring. What kind of divine artifact is this? The water quality has been reversed, no matter the origin. Let's keep it for now. In this freezing cold, if you want to avoid freezing to death, I can only pack some broken grass and get through this cold winter.
What is it?
In the cold 12th lunar month of winter, all things perish and perish. How could there still be green shoots? Last night, water dripped and overflowed. Could it be that this gourd not only purifies water and can still ignore the wheel of heaven?
Give rise to all things!
The sky was already bright. Still pretending to be dead inside! Get out and get to work!
Old hay. Anyway, sooner or later you'll get stabbed, since your rations keep you alive. Don't be ungrateful. Before, I only sought to survive and save money. Getting a wife quickly is worth it. But what exactly are tenants now? I want to turn things around, if I want to be the biggest landlord. While my mountain can claim 100 acres of fertile land, 9 pools of flash forest, my second pillar has this fortune. Why can't we just trample the entire territory of Lugu village underfoot? Could this gourd really be able to nurture divine artifacts? Why not try planting it in the mountains? This world doesn't give me a way out. Hope to defy fate with the gourd. This is the hard-earned money I earn from the scraped edges of my fingers. Once you've saved enough, I want to go to the market and have a hearty meal of meat, too.
Juicy! Open the door quickly.
Xu Xiaoyi.
What is going on in the middle of the night?
Brother Zuzi.
Look at the pig, slaughtered at home. I secretly brought it out.
Hurry up, Andy!
I have to withdraw. If I get caught, it is over.
Thank you, 四小鹅.
Really fragrant. As long as I can eat this piece of meat every month. With this bone, you can work for anyone.
Little bastard!
How dare you steal my flesh?
Daring to steal meat right under my nose today! Tomorrow, you dare to steal my coffin book!
Feach.
I've risked my life to support you for more than 10 years. How dare you hide your secret money behind my back? Such an ungrateful wolf that can't be raised.
That is because I don't need to worry.
Painstakingly and painstakingly earned.
Stop! Quan withdrew. Father.
This kid!
The two lords.
I gave you food rations for 18 years. As the eldest uncle, calculating benevolence and utmost righteousness is fully fulfilled.
From today on, whether you live or die.
Don't dirty our land!
small gourd was still there.
This is definitely not an illusion. The spiritual water was like a raging fire that could break bones. Every bite is wildly reshaping my vitality.
张德厚的森 Thoughts. My big toe could be cut through.
As long as you use this treasure gourd to withstand the deadlock, one day, this village will surely be razed to the ground.
Everyone is trampled underfoot! But how could he break through this desperate situation? I absolutely cannot die in this icy and snowy land!
The only gateway to life is at the mountaintop.
There. I used the spirit water in the gourd to press down on the spirit bones to extend my life. At least there is something to eat there.
And even pick up some firewood to burn. A pile of fire to keep warm.
Feeling severe pain all over the body. Not sure if the rib was broken. Even taking a breath of cold air felt like swallowing a knife. I really want to just close my eyes and fall asleep.
I absolutely cannot die!
All right.
This little ration is not enough to defy fate. There must be more variety.
Heavy snow sealed the mountains. With the snow and wind swirling everywhere, no one happened to come up the mountain. No need to worry about being discovered. The problem of eating is solved. But if one cannot withstand this hunger and cold, sooner or later, it will freeze into an ice sculpture. I spent 8 years chopping firewood on this barren mountain. The terrain is as turbulent as a flowing stream.
Not far ahead, there was a sheltered dead end spot.
This Shiwogo is pretty good too. It was even more comfortable than living at Zhang Duan's home. This belly is not up to par at all. Eat 2 meals a day.
I heard that some cattle and horses just work every day without needing to eat fodder. Some even say there are many immortals in this world. They don't have to eat.
If only he had the power of an immortal.
On the Lantern Festival, the wind and snow remain as before. A full half-month, ill-fated too. The pillars are forcibly built from dry wood and wild grass to build the wind. Sheltered grass hut at the summit. This felt rich full of stones. He forcibly carved out half an acre of vibrant spiritual bones. Yarjuzi is like a tireless beast, wildly harvesting and shuttling through the waves of the fields.
We must immediately send this batch of grain to Bianxian County to rent a piece of land from Huang Wanshan.
No matter how much you mop the floor, others will rent it out.
This mountain cannot be stayed on for long. If someone finds out. On the icy rocky mountain, so much rice is planted, and it grows very vigorously.
When the time comes, no one will let me off.
Besides, this barren mountain is land with its owner.
It is not something anyone can take as they please.
Good young man. How could such an orange muscle like force make a move?
Uncle asks 5 times and asks once. This spirit is overwhelming. Used to make 2 excellent dishes.
$7.75 million. The weight of every copper coin is etched into my mind. This was my first bucket of hard-earned money to turn things around.
Zhang Dehao said, "You've been insisting on splitting up and starting your own business."
In a feat of anger, he ran away from home.
It was cold outside. Come inside and have a seat.
Master Huang,
I want to rent land from you.
If he rents land and the crops don't produce grain, by then, the rent won't even be recovered.
The host can rest easy. My hands have been digging in the earth for 8 years. It won't be a single pearl short of you.
But now, the good land has long been rented out. Not a single hair remained.
Even if it is just a patch of rotten land.
I want to live.
There is still one piece. But that was freshly dug raw ground. In the remote mountains and dislike waters. Birds, do not poop.
Just afraid you have the treasure gourd in hand. Can be planted even on the icy mountaintops. If you live in a remote area.
That way, no one else will find out.
I want disciples. I will serve it on time.
Where is the land?
Before Qingxi Ridge, a total of 1 mu of wasteland has been cultivated on the mountain. All above is stone,
making it difficult to cultivate the land.
Think carefully if you want it. Now, I am renting it to you. For the first 3 years, the land rent was only 5 dao of grain per year. If you can reclaim new wasteland on Qingshailing, rent waived for the first 3 years.
No more.
Let's sign the contract now.
Previously, the land in Qingshailing was rented out to another stubborn old donkey in the village to cultivate land on the mountain. He was killed alive.
If he wants to rent it to him. Anyway, nothing can be grown on top.
It was getting late.
Might as well finish dinner before leaving.
Many thanks to the host.
You just open your stomach and eat plain rice.
Enough.
If you had been frugal this time, eating it every day can help you live at least half a year in your lifetime.
When the 1 mu of land at Qingshailing is harvested, they could still collect another 4 dan.
But with so much life, saving food piled here. If those wolves steal or rob you, wouldn't I just be waiting to die and not care again?
A desperate horse, turning a life into a divine healer.
All that came out was the millet.
Not a drop of water was mixed in. Having lived for more than 10 years. So this is the weight needed to fill your stomach.
A young man from Gongbanshan. I have observed that your innate character is extraordinary. And in the future, he will surely become a great figure.
Sir.
Are you talking to me?
But although you have extraordinary innate talent, in the end, there is a lack of guidance from a master. I fear I will achieve nothing.
Mr. Chiu gave him a way out.
There is no way out.
First, I'll teach you how to read. Merit lies in longevity. A chapter. When in the mountains, one becomes an immortal.
Zhang Bangxia.
So you are the famous living immortal?
But an empty reputation.
Yeah, man.
Look at your forehead and chin. Originally, he was destined to wear silk and eat white flour.
What a pity.
If my parents hadn't passed away early, my family's dozens of acres of land, at least I can make myself look good. How could it have ended up like this?
The ancestral grave was on fire. He actually passed the martial scholar exam.
Master,
Having seen it for oneself, I am not blamed, and there is no need to assign me to harsh labor.
No taxes were required.
Even the ancestors at 80 years have benefited from it. When I have money, I want to roast a martial scholar too!
Pa! P! Take a look at yourself! On the very first stage, he had to lift a 500 gin stone! Can you really withstand the pressure of your ribs?
The shopkeeper. It was Mr. Chong. The cousin, who almost trampled me to death in the snow.
I also want to take the martial scholar exam. I will trample them underfoot.
How do you take it?
And if you pay money to the authorities, you can take the exam. However, the martial scholars were permitted to first learn martial arts.
This money is hot to the touch. I won't make any profits.
An old immortal.
Please, show mercy. I only have these 21 left. Learn to save me for you.
Seeing how pitiful you are, revealing a bit of secrets for you. Your fate is very tough.
Whenever you meet a master, not to mention Wu Xiukai, it might turn the world upside down in the future.
I, an old man, conceal my name, and conceal my name.
Even the mastery of immortal arts. Teach ordinary people a bit of martial arts.
That is like using a sledgehammer to kill a chicken.
I originally saw you as pitiful.
I want to take you.
But you, an ordinary man, understand the rules. First, he taught the ceremony of paying respects to his master. From now on, each year, there will be 10 taels of silver, 10 jin of fat, 2 jars of strong wine, 1 dao of refined rice.
Chicken is added on top, 1 goose each. I am not after this little piece of junk. Just to see if you were an ungrateful apprentice.
The old man demanded an outrageous amount. But I can't go back as a dog forever.
You have to risk your life to clear land and grow grain.
As long as this apprenticeship ceremony is poured over it.
And you can turn things around.
Half a year later.
E.R. Juzi had already cultivated large rice fields in the valley in front of the stone house. And the fields were all planted with crop seedlings.
Besides reclaiming wasteland,
he also built a row of stone houses out of large stones. A straw roof was built on top.
As long as this magical water is continuous. And in half a month, you can force a batch to ripen. Even the cost of seeds was saved. After cutting, water, even rotten roots can sprout new shoots. This is practically the way to make money by stealing fortune.
Based on the current harvest, in a month, you can exchange grain for 4 taels of silver. Seeking a master and learning martial arts is by no means a dream. Tomorrow, I'll go to Heku Town. Turn all this pile of grain into real silver. Hidden from others, the secret of my use of gourd water for farming.
He already had enough money to become a disciple. The remaining grain is stored in a gourd.
Go find a master and learn the craft now!
He was determined to become a martial scholar in the future.
If the descendants are unfilial,
breaking the ancestral rules, speechless, the ancestors beneath the spring.
Starting today, as your master, I will teach you peerless martial arts. But as a teacher, I do not delight in empty fame. You must not reveal that you learned martial arts from me.
Master, rest assured.
Even if my disciple dies, I won't say anything. How many big characters do you know?
Guessing and guessing can probably recognize a few hundred characters.
Blindly learning martial arts with a blatant eye. I can only teach you how to read first.
This book is the peerless martial art passed down from the Lai family. Use this book as your literacy textbook. Within the human body are the 5 viscera and 6 bowels.
Externally, the apprenticeship fees for every limb, bone, and organ. I recognize one more character.
You can earn back a single copper coin's hard earned money, even if your brain is torn. You can't listen.
Listen carefully.
First cultivate what has form, the organs, tendons, bones, blood, and flesh, using the subtle and tangible to compensate for the intangible primordial energy.
My heart feels like a cat scratching.
the more I want to calm down.
The more blood hits my forehead, the harder it hits.
Practicing peerless divine skills. Who can avoid death?
Your talent is terrible.
If you can train in 3 days, then let me endure for 3 months.
5 months.
My money hasn't even killed those beasts. My martial scholar cannot die.
Keep practicing.
The feeling of vomiting is gone.
A trace of vitality actually appeared in my bloodline.
The master really didn't lie to me. As long as you don't die. Train to death. Diligent family cultivation. And success is certain.
Buns and steamed buns. Freshly baked buns and steamed buns.
In my line of work, I have to be good at observing.
And gauge the hearts of the people.
Gathering information from various details. Proactively identifying potential customers. Then, lure the customer to take the bait. Sometimes when catching a fat sheep, you can enjoy it for several years. Some even benefit them for life.
Finally, I have met a naive fool who doesn't understand the world.
Not only did they eat their fill,
There is also meat and wine.
Master!
Your disciple greets you!
At least you put your heart into it. Recently, that peerless martial art. Have you figured out the trick?
Touched it.
I feel as if there is chi in my meridians!
The disciple has finally entered the gate.
the broken book you entered was, I have practiced for half my life. He didn't even train a single fart. It is purely to fool the ghost. This foolish kid is probably trying to act tough in front of me.
Once you have entered the gate, use your bare palm to crush this stone for me to powder.
If you can't even show such basic skills, and you dare bark wildly at the rotten wood of the entrance in front of me,
Heavens.
The path of martial arts is one but one path.
One must avoid arrogance and recklessness. Your slight and insignificant actions are not worth it. In front of true masters, it is but the art of a single mayfly shaking the body. Get back and practice to the death.
Master taught him right. The disciple knows his mistake.
Recognizing mistakes and correcting them. Not even completely rotten. As long as you don't die, someday I'll be able to crush the stones and go back to copying books.
As long as you cultivate on time, the warm current in the meridians is growing stronger. Master, with such great skill, yet he never shows his true colors. This is what it means to keep your face hidden in person. There is so much I need to learn.
Sigh. After cultivating, his appetite increased significantly. One meal has to eat 5 bowls. Eat 4 meals a day.
Fortunately, the grain stored by the gourd was not only delicious, it can also strengthen one's vitality.
But grain stored in gourds is completely different from ordinary rice. How will I sell them in the future? He needed to find a solution.
In the past, there was a town vendor selling power pills and juggling tricks.
I can also turn the tofu in the gourd into cooked juggling and power pills.
Why is this thing so soft and sweet?
But there was not a trace of medicinal flavor.
The color isn't deep enough.
No fool would believe it. This is a power pill.
I can't worry about that anymore.
First, I went to the Heku town market to try my luck.
The ancestral Dali pill. 10 Wen coins. Per G rain.
How dare you take out a bag of meatballs to scam money? Are you tired of living?
Anyone selling power pills is like a stone shattered in their chest. You perform a brick, cutting performance on my head. The old man will reward you with a few copper coins.
Second brother, elder brother.
Brother!
Su Xiaoyi.
After more than half a year apart, you've grown so tall.
You've lost weight. Do you have no food to eat again? I'll go to the kitchen and find some leftovers to fill your stomach.
So Xiaoyi.
I am not hungry anymore. I laid the ground at Qingshailing.
Grow your own grain.
You can eat enough every day.
Oh dear, I heard that at Qingshi Ridge, there's a snake demon that devours people.
Didn't run into it, did you?
Big brother even ruthlessly used the flower demon. You must stay far away.
Holding the spirit seed my brother gave you. Freshly made power pills.
You take it!
Hey, what is this pitch? Black thing. Is there any trace of medicine? Brother, Juzi, you must have been deceived.
Let's go find that trickster. Farewell.
The person has long since disappeared without a trace. The variety toy spot at the market. Not poisonous. And quite sweet.
Alright.
It really is quite sweet. The more you chew, the more chewy it gets.
The 2 pillars came just in time. In 5 days, come with me to Anzhang County Town. The autumn grain harvest is complete, and was allowed to deliver the tax grain to the county granary.
The master of the house rests at ease.
I arrived on time 5 days later.
That is where wealth flows from the water. I want to turn all the strength pills into silver.
Then, with real money, they bought Qingshailing for good, so that no one else might discover the secret of the gourd.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I thought it was some young master coming to fetch the bride. Isn't this the ER pill?
The more I searched, the more lively this kid became.
It is the perfect time to get married. Look at this kitchen!
She even blushed.
This time in the city, bro, I'll take you to see the world through the door!
Dear uncles and elders, don't search for me completely.
I am still young.
No rush to marry on the spot.
The hair had not yet grown evenly.
What do you know?
Only after marrying a wife can you truly live a life.
Good morning, Master Zhang.
What is it?
Why act like a big wolf?
Shut up!
Nowadays, even when meeting officials, they don't have to kneel. Scholar and master.
Those we can't afford to offend shouldn't just stand there. Eat a full meal with an open belly. After eating well, we went together to deliver the grain.
The rent collected from us. Most of them still have to fill the bottomless pit of the county office like ancestors.
If you go a little slower.
Those people who do official work. Yet the king of hell dares to go to the countryside, killing and raiding fights.
As long as the qi and blood are pushed to the limbs.
These several hundred jin are nothing at all.
On the contrary, the more he pushed, the more satisfied he felt.
So you were Dalmatian in person.
This old man fails to recognize Mount Tai.
This mountain was opened by me. This place is where I planted it. If you wish to cross this road, leave behind toll money.
Old thing.
Do I still need me to teach you the rules?
And you also understand Zudong and Zhao Beishin's defense of a region. Wind and sun, protecting us completely.
You must accept this little tea money with a smile.
少他娘的晃屁! Stop talking nonsense. I am just a thief who kills and loots. Brothers, withdraw.
Zhao Batian was considered a top figure in the outlaws. As long as you hand over the sword of buying roads, he never harms anyone.
My heavens. It turns out that houses people live in can really be built like fairy palaces.
Rolling in! All of you, get out of my way! These beggars bully the weak and fear the strong. They just targeted us inexperienced country folks, bullying Liu Laifu.
It was getting dark. Just go to the usual spot and stay overnight. Tomorrow, at dawn, I'll go to Yiyang for check. In.
All right.
Little waiter!
Come in and rest your feet.
Sorry.
I won't.
Druzy! Why are you running? That soul-draining cave was filled with female demons who absorbed spiritual energy. You are pretty polite, kid!
Hold your fire!
When it gets dark, I'll take you to the door. 5 eldest daughters will be enough.
Cupping or ice skating?
I am here to buy medicine.
Let me ask you, cupping or ice skating?
No problem. Why did you come to this damn place? At such a young age, caught a dirty disease, and still dared not admit it. Take 2 packs a day!
Wear it internally and externally.
Each pack is 20 minutes. I said I wasn't sick.
I'm asking if you have ginseng. Here.
Do you think ginseng is a radish? All the ginseng in Anshan County was monopolized by the county magistrate. Even if you scrape out a bit of your body, but was also intercepted by Hong and Tang. Go ask at Hong and Hall.
Here, I have a kind of ancestral power pill. Eating it makes you strong beyond measure.
Will you accept it or not?
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Holding your mud ball.
Hurry up and get lost.
These floor tiles are cleaner than my face.
If you step on it and get it dirty, you can't afford to pay for it.
The medicine guest official. Is it medicine or a consultation for me? I'll buy some medicinal herbs. Huh?
Has the Peiyuan Gu Baowai ordered arrived?
Master Zhang, you came at just the right time. Just arrived in a batch.
Altogether, there were only a dozen or so fruits.
Give me 2 pills.
The Peiyuan Gubu pills he just bought.
How do you sell them?
The guest official has keen eyesight. That is our shop's secret not to be passed down. Specifically to nourish the vital energy and blood of the original Yang. Martial artists who eat it as if possessed by divine assistance. 10 taels of silver. Purgy ring. Can I take a look at that ginseng? How much does this ginseng cost? This is top quality, wild ginseng, aged for over a decade. 20 taels of silver! Ah! Just now, Master Zhang bought this precious pill.
20 taels! Robbery! Ha! I simply can't afford it!
But I have the precious gourd.
As long as there are seeds.
It can yield medicinal effects, lasting 10 years in just 1 year.
I'll have this sky-high treasure too!
How can you sell these lousy seeds?
601000
Bro.
I have the miracle medicine for increasing strength. The great strength pill. Here.
Do you collect them here?
Sorry, sir.
Our shop has strict rules. Those outside who came from unknown sources were also not accepted.
Yo, did you come back alone to knock on the door?
The Eastern Household.
Are you selling much land on Qingshelling?
Do you want to buy it?
That broken mountain is covered with bone, scraping stones. Not even a drop of water. What kind of owner would you buy it for?
Anyway, that land is all rubble.
If you cannot cultivate good grain,
it would be better to sell it to me. Give me a place to settle.
How could it not be done?
No matter how bad the land is. And also, the foundation left for future generations.
How could I sell you a treasure in your possession?
Yet, they can't even earn a place to survive. It seems he can only grit his teeth and take the martial scholar exam. They've managed to find a way to survive.
What is the rush? Everyone! Line up properly!
Today, after the grain harvest is completed.
Come again tomorrow!
There is nothing we can do.
Master Guan's rules are as strict as the sky. Finally got in line. Tonight, everyone can only endure their grievances in the heat of the storm.
I can take advantage of this gap to try my luck again.
Promoting power pills.
Seeing a doctor or getting medicine.
You are the physician here. Please help me with the palm of my hand.
Look at this!
This substance tastes sweet and is warm in nature. It can strengthen the spleen and stomach, greatly replenish qi and blood.
This is a rare, top quality medicine.
I still have some of these meatballs in my hand. I wish to exchange it for some silver coins. I wonder whether the official will accept it.
Packing up is never too much.
I want as much as I have. Hey, you should try the whole pill too. The more you chew, the sweeter and more fragrant it becomes.
The purity of this medicinal effect. It was almost as rare as any spiritual treasure I'd ever eaten before.
It really is a good thing. What price do you want to sell it for?
3 wen per G ring. Isn't this price a bit unreasonable?
Would he agree? No problem.
Agreeing so readily. Why aren't I being a bit more ruthless with my mouth? If only it had cost 4 wen.
A total of 285 capsules. 30 wen per pill.
30 wen per pill.
You want to sell it for 300 wen.
Your medicine may be good, but it is not as expensive as it is. The most expensive medicine in the county sells for 10 taels of silver. At most, I can only give you 50 wen per pill.
Whether to act or not.
Proceed.
Yes, you can.
285 capsules. 1 grain costs 50 wen and 14 liang plus 250 wen.
There is a gourd now.
There were still over 100 dan of grain in the gourd.
All are rolled into pills.
I might even become the richest person in the village.
But did not reply. And managed to endure it.
He is Zhong Tiexiu. Save up money to buy out Qingshelling completely. And then get a decent wife.
The troublemaker wasn't fully filled at all. Just kept adding 2 pearls.
You are crazy! Spending money so recklessly!
What will you use to keep your life alive at the end of the year?
Hurry and return while it is hot.
At worst, Uncle can plead for you.
Uncle Laifu, don't worry. I saved up quite a few dried vegetables.
You won't starve in winter!
Are we almost at the mountain path that was raided during the day?
What are you afraid of? Zhao Beitian took the money and followed the rules. One escort trip never ends twice.
Up ahead! Zhao Bashan was right in front of him.
He was alone.
Everyone walked up side by side. Kill him!
You killed someone.
Run away!
Two pillars!
Save that broken piece of land at Qingshaling. I sold it to you!
Run! The god of killing is about to catch up!
I can't hold on anymore.
Jin Mari's anger was almost drained.
Master!
You must hang in there. The doctor arrived immediately.
Why so downcast?
I haven't passed away yet.
If this old guy runs out of strength and pretends to be dead, that 3 mu of land worth 60 taels of silver, wouldn't that be all wasted?
2 pillars. You shielded me from disaster. The 3 acres of land in Shiwogo. From now on, it will be your place of security and life.
Great favors need not be expressed in thanks. I am deeply grateful to my host for the reward and command.
I'll give you 2 more great roads to the heavens. Select any one of them. First, to promise my second daughter to you. She also dowed 20 mu of premium rice fields.
Father!
This second path, the entire Qingxi Ridge. The imperial carriage consisted of 800 taels. Deathly aura sells you. I only charge you 40 taels a year. Repay it over 20 years. If you want the second daughter or the barren mountain, you choose.
Marrying her means living in luxury. But after this trip to the county town, I guess I've seen through it. No matter how rich you are, you have to pay tribute to those who wear knives and bow their heads. I must hold tightly to this one piece. Only my lifeline and foundation can succeed.
Boss! I want Qingxiling for you!
You don't know what is good for you.
If you have the courage to return to you at Qingxi Ridge today, the rules are fixed and fixed by death.
40 taels per year. If not a single coin is lost, it will not circulate. And not a single coin was accepted.
When I got to the ground,
He then went to the county office to seal his fingerprint.
From now on,
this entire mountain peak is where I find my place to settle down.
Sistanch was probably deceived by that unscrupulous pharmacy. All have become dead seeds.
This is the composure. In just 2 short months, it grew like a dragon emerging from the sea.
Sweet at the mouth, yet hidden bitterness. No matter how domineering he is.
First, it is stored in a precious gourd, tempered for several days.
see you again and again.
Musashi looks like it is about to burn through! This fire cannot be suppressed!
It has been 19 years.
And the stormy Huang linger at Huang Wangshan's home.
This is truly deadly.
Truly seeing ghosts. If the small strength is too fierce.
It almost burst his physical body!
Is this the boundaryless realm in the book?
Spiritual energy enters the body.
I actually broke through the realm!
No wonder this gourd can come back from the dead. It turned out to be filled with extraordinary spiritual energy. I must go down the mountain to learn something real from Master. Equip yourself with deadly blade techniques.
Zhuzigi. Brother Zuzi.
You came to play in the stone too.
Let me tell you.
Behind that dead grave in Shiwantian, there was still a tender shoot that hadn't been dug up.
Father isn't going to grab those things. I am going to town. If you need anything, I'll bring it back for you.
I don't want a kid from you, so don't waste it. If you get too provocative, this ghost heaven will starve you to death again.
With you, I won't waste money recklessly.
This hellish time. Perhaps only this girl can be considered my only relative who has even a touch of blood warmth.
This young man! I see your bones are astonishing. His face bore the appearance of soaring and soaring.
Unfortunately, after more than 10 days, he hadn't even managed to get a single coin. People in this world are truly becoming more and more slippery.
Tutor! You came!
What results have you achieved from recent hard practice? Number.
Suddenly, he sensed true energy.
That Klitch-Fed made up rhyme.
This foolish kid actually made a name for himself.
Oh? How dare you be angry? Explain carefully to your teacher. Just listen.
This morning, during breathing exercises, I suddenly noticed countless multicolored light forces around me, following the breath, drilling straight into the meridians.
Careless. Never be surprised by others. Take this stone from the table. Try crushing it again.
Master, I still can't crush it.
I wonder if I can master such terrifying techniques in this lifetime.
Do not lose heart. As long as you are wholehearted, learning even a bit of the basics of being a teacher, getting a 5th level scholar is a piece of cake.
Tutor!
I want to practice my knife.
That night, the killer's knife technique was too harmful! One slash to the head! Clean and decisive!
The knife technique was rough and coarse. It is nothing but the conduct of a butcher. How could he possibly withstand the spiritual power of the sword path? As your master, I will teach you a few sword techniques. The way of the sword changes endlessly and never departs from its essence. You take this basic swordsman back every day, unwavering, 1,000 times of relentless fighting.
Thank you, Master, for your teaching. By the way,
I just got lucky at the market and bought this item. People say it is meat with composure. Please, Master, let me take a look.
it truly is a top-tier meat-paying dragon.
This thing only grows in the abyssal desert.
Could it be that some path of injury has fallen?
I have recently been brewing a secret medicine. This thing is just right for use. It is just a pity that one jar of strong liquor is missing to make medicinal drinks.
Master, rest assured.
Next time I come, I will surely offer you fine wine.
Really fragrant.
Only by eating meat every day, sweetening the body.
Only then can you have the strength to train in martial arts properly.
His vertebrae multiplied several times, yet still unable to crush stones into powder. I am still far from that.
He even owed Huang Laokai 40 yuan to his younger brother. This time, I went to the city to exchange for silver. Be sure to buy yourself a pair of new cotton shoes that protect your feet.
Every winter month, many such people appear. If not for heaven bestowing that treasured gourd, I have long since disappeared into this wilderness.
Still alive. Young man.
Even if the king of hell doesn't accept you, you've come back to life.
holding this grain, eating sparingly.
From now on, it is up to your own fate.
In such cold weather, these bandits are quite dedicated.
A few dozen wen is enough to cut it, and a gin of quality pork.
Wanting to pull it out of my hand. There was no way to get started.
Xiu Zong is courting death!
Finally, I waited for you to come. I've been waiting so longing! My eyes longing for more!
So eager.
Aren't you afraid I'll take the chance to make an outrageous demand?
Is that kind of strength pill from last time still in stock? How many did they bring this time?
Don't worry. I'll bring it to you.
On such a scale!
I want them all. Over 5,000 grams.
Old rules. Just follow the pattern last time. A total of 5,695 capsules. Priced at 50 wen per unit. It was converted to 284,750 chien.
Just to make things easier, and make things together. 285 taels of silver.
Will it work?
Let's just do it this way.
I also have 2 powerful products here that are twice as powerful. The shopkeeper's palm eye.
Based on my experience,
the potency of this medicine was indeed much stronger. But it is hard to determine which type to focus on and whose effects to take.
50 G each.
A total of 100 capsules.
Enough to collect 6 taels of silver.
Totaling 219 taels of silver. Young brother, you must take a clear look at the eyes.
Just to make things easier and make things together. 285 taels of silver.
Will it work? Clear and straightforward. That is how it works. Remember.
My name is Zhang Erju. If you have stock, it will always prioritize you.
More than 200 vehicles. Buying 10 acres of top-quality paddy fields is no problem.
Even a dog on the bridge road now. Looks like a robber. Today, I am also going to be generous. Go in and broaden your horizons. Where did the beggar come from?
I am here to complain about staying at the hotel.
Stay at the inn. Bah! Take a good look at yourself.
What kind of territory is this?
Staying one night costs 2 taels of snowflake, silver. Can you even pull it out? Let a country, bumpkin, like you, in, disturbing the noble inside. You have to pay with your life.
Blind your dog's eyes. Big banknotes are all stuffed, hidden in the gourd. This bundle contains some broken copper coins. Walking down this street, I finally felt at ease.
Caw! Yang Chow Chow is still a 2-piece tailor.
If you want to wear a whole pair of shoes, just deal with the ready. Made ones.
The measurements are just right. Inside, it was also warm. Perhaps you should reconsider.
I was only 18 years old. My height can still rise up. If 1 tael of silver is thrown down, wearing them for a year or so, and then putting them on my feet.
Too much waste. Is that not enough?
How many times has it shut?
Bring the biggest pair of shoes.
These wealthy men in the city truly know what to do.
To put on shoes, you have to wrap yourself in socks first.
Guest officials.
What kind of trick can we use in our shop? What kind of trick can we use to make clay for anything?
I need a heavy sword that presses down on my hand. The minimum weight must be at least 10 jin or higher.
This one is pure diamond. Heavy 11 jin 2 liang. Repeatedly pounded by pure diamonds.
Not expensive. Just say you have 4 taels of snowflake silver and he'll be the deal.
A sword scabbard paired with poor quality wood. Just add 200 wen more.
No need.
Finally, all the household belongings were fully prepared.
Restless.
What kind of proper conduct is this?
Father. Take a look at these jars of coins that have just been collected.
Without error.
This is definitely the legendary 100. Refinement bronze manual.
A full 100 jin of raw copper would require a small amount of essence to be brewed.
Who exactly is this immortal with such all-powerful powers? How extravagant is that? He uses the 100 tempered copper manual to pour the lowest copper coins.
Have you found out who got the money from?
I have no clue. Dad, today, the ink in the shop is like flowing water, too large. I only realized something was wrong because the market was swollen.
Keep your mouth shut. Absolutely not a single word could be leaked without my orders. No one is allowed to act rashly.
Wow.
It looks great.
Did you buy it just for me?
Needless to say,
I am a grown man. I don't need this stuff.
Come, bro!
Don't spend so much anymore. At the west end of the village, Sanduzi starved to death yesterday. Hurry up and return it. This snack didn't suit my taste.
黄文山已将消失你的 transfer the land deed to Tingshaling to me. I still need to pay it back slowly.
Really? My eldest brother has coveted that barren mountain for a long time. Huang Yunshan stubbornly refused to sell.
How could he have come to your door to arrest you? Who in the village has committed a lawsuit?
Huang Wanshan's eldest son got into a murder. The victim filed a complaint with the county magistrate. Officials sent officials into the village to arrest people, and stopped by to find Zhang Weishu's old flame.
The royal family is in big trouble. I have to hurry over and take a look. I still owe him several hundred taels for famine.
Master Huang. Wow.
Master Huang.
Steady. The spirit.
You can always get through tough times. I still owe you 800 taels here. How about I come up with a way? Should I settle all this bill in advance for your emergency?
But it was not permitted. Absolutely not allowed.
Rules and squares cannot break it. 40 taels per year are repaid over 20 years. Early tomorrow morning, we'll go to the county office to have our seals sealed.
All right, I'll listen to you.
Go in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Master Chai faced the mockery and scolding. His flattering smile seemed to be drenched in sweat. Yeri, and died in prison. He lost his wealth 16 times. He said 106 sentences.
Thank you for your face.
I really didn't kill anyone.
That beggar spat thick phlegm into my meat wontons!
I couldn't take it anymore and shoved him again.
Help me out!
They beat me hard.
Cutting off water and rice.
And you even forced me to act like you!
Clear heavens, sir. Mercy, give me a meal to survive.
If Master Huang really can't manage cash on hand, I still have some savings here.
I could borrow your help in an emergency?
From now on, just call him Imperial Uncle. Borrowing money is one thing. 以若手团语, the 50 acres of premium paddy fields beneath Qingxi Ridge. I will teach you as well.
The wealth that the Huang family had worked hard to save for generations was completely lost.
In front of the officials, man! Eating wolves!
We're not even as good as ants!
The two pillars will become prosperous in the future.
If you risk your life, you have to earn the title of martial scholar.
Zhuzi now had the entire Qingxi Ridge under his control, along with 50 mu of fertile paddy fields at the foot of the mountain. But in his heart, he saw everything clearly. Without strong enough martial protectorship, no matter how much gold or silver is beneath your face, it is merely a fat remnant awaiting slaughter. He made up his mind. From then on, all his energy and money would be poured into martial arts. Is it to pass the martial scholar exam?
Such a domineering and demonic energy.
This moment is equivalent to eating ginseng stewed with meat for half a month.
True energy soars to the heavens. The towering towers under the sudden moon are only for gathering the people. Such overwhelming power.
This is the second level of realm.
It is better to find a job.
I finally mastered it! Master! I've mastered breaking stones with my bare hands!
Nonsense. Those few worthless books. Besides making people want to eat a couple more bowls of plain rice.
It is basically useless.
Jing Jing! How could it be so fast?
In front of me. Crush this stone.
To verify whether it is genuine or fake.
Could it be that I casually picked up a piece of crisp mud?
上课，上课，是 T. Consider yourself sneaking a peek through the door. It is only by relying on brute strength alone.
In the end, it is missing 3 points. 5 stages of timing.
Master's teachings are truly accurate. My little bit of skill is just a bit of a fool's. In front of you. Just like that firefly and the basic set of going head to head with the big sun.
How is the swordsman's progress?
Now I can swing a 60 Jin iron sword and perform moves.
60 Jin? Is this even human?
When you can skillfully wield a heavy sword worth 100 gold coins, as your master, I officially teach you your supreme sword technique. Retire and practice. The currency book stated that a heavy sword weighing 10 jin could enter the gate.
I insist on marking it at 100 jin.
Seeing Zhao release Yue by 1 foot. I will change them all for you, raising them 3 jang higher. I want to see for myself.
How did you manage to master it this time?
Tutor.
Among the 100 gold coins, I have already mastered them with ease.
Do you really think you can wield the 100 gold greatsword? Carry you on your back. Take that thing off. Let me review it as your teacher. When this iron tool hits the ground, and its impact resonated with force, throwing it to the ground is still acceptable.
You put it away yourself.
Master, please give me a palm. My way of stimulating the excitement is right. Right. The disciple always felt that exerting force was a bit awkward. Could you demonstrate it yourself?
Sparing my master, I may soon ascend to the realm of painting where no sword surpasses having a sword. Even petty flying flowers and picking leaves can kill people.
Emerging from beyond the invisible Tenjong, cutting down the enemy's hands. As easy as reaching into a bag to retrieve something. Such crude, basic knowledge. Wouldn't that dirty my own hands?
Your foundation is firm. Today, as your master, I will fully share this set of ancestral sword techniques from this sect.
Thank you, Master, for nurturing me!
This sword move actually shakes the ground out of thin air. The handle soared 2 or 3 jump from the air. I even gave it my all. At most, it would only jump about a jump high. And there is this matter. How could it possibly stab someone from more than a jang away? Truly worthy of being called a supreme divine skill. The cultivation threshold is ridiculously high. It was the masked assassin who ambushed me on the official road.
Kill! And even killed my goose! This is a tongs worth several million!
You bastard! Jumping up and down, like a monkey!
How are we supposed to fight like this? It is basically a monster.
Really fragrant.
The meat is even more satisfying than golden ribs.
Eat more delicious food. Eat early to gain weight, and gain weight.
This sword technique was completely stuck. When the target darts wildly, I get blind. It seems I have to make another trip to the county town. Prepare more Peiyuan Gubin pills, forcing a breach through the pass.
Juzi! Little brother has been waiting for you. Why did it drag on for so long? Look at this old man's hair. A large area of sorrow turned white.
I truly cannot face it.
I have a bit of a firm memory on hand.
Tripped up!
Han Shui spared the batch of enhanced strength pills.
How much stock did you get this time?
A full 6,100 pieces. The unit price is 80 yuan, totaling 488 taels of silver. Little brother really helped a lot.
Flat.
My elder brother will be the host. I'll take you out for a good meal.
Go! Bring all your playmates from the street corner.
Thank you! Great stage!
Let's go.
Let's order one less snack to go with the drinks. The savings saved are enough for these unfortunate kids to live several more days.
All are orphans, with no one to rely on.
These wealthy young masters are exceptionally kind-hearted.
Oh my!
It turned out that young Master Sima had made a grand visit.
Please come inside quickly and greet the 2 distinguished guests.
Heard that your building has won a top quality item. A century-old fish, demon fresh meat. Directly, serve 2 top-notch products. 2! What does Brother Zuzi want to pick?
Give me a big bowl of stewed fatty pork to satisfy my cravings.
Unfortunately, it can't compare to the spiritual energy I stew in my own pot. Soft and soft when swallowed. Lack of strength.
This is the rare century-old fishing boat neck meat in the world. Can be encountered but not sought. Little brother, please try something fresh.
Such a bold, fresh flavor.
Yet, it harbors such a dense spiritual energy. My gourd. Nurtured pork ribs.
The spiritual energy thickness was probably comparable to this century-old demon meat.
The fattest parts of this fish, demon, all ended up in the county magistrate's belly. The remaining edges and scales were collected by Hong and Tang for medicinal purposes.
The older brother can get close to Hong and Tang.
Delicate and delicate.
I want to scan a batch of Peiyuan Guban pills.
I've made several trips and already touched it. Whatever amount of help is needed, I should take care of it.
If Lucy could also get the real goods.
All the cash here was spent on the medicine.
A full 18 taels of snowflake silver.
Enough to buy several big fat pigs.
Those tattered fish fillets that barely fit between teeth.
How dare they ask for 5 taels?
All the Peiyuan treasure pills you wanted are right here.
A total of 49 pieces. If you have any stock of your mighty pills, feel free to send it to me.
Thank you, brother.
After a while, I will definitely bring good goods to your door again.
This gentleman wants to find some kind of divine weapon today.
Now wielding a heavy sword. The weight must be barefoot at 120 jin.
Done.
Sir, do you want to add some 100 forged copper to this? Forged through countless. It naturally carries the spiritual aura of immortals. Only 1 gene of raw copper can be boiled out from 100 gene.
Immortal plus spiritual energy. What is the price of that thing?
Not much.
1 gin yields success.
200 taels of silver were exempted.
Just use the roughest anti-iron to hold it off.
The feel is just right.
It turned out to be the legendary 100, refining silver scripture.
With extremely high purity, the black market value of this thing is guaranteed to be 10 times that of ordinary silver.
Father. Grandpa. That peasant definitely hadn't gone far at this moment.
Should we take this opportunity to get into the black water and shut up?
The kid swung 100 gin iron lump with one hand. As easy as playing with a fire stick. Today, who dares to step out of their pants even half a step? I broke his legs.
This path is opened by me. This tree was planted by me. Hey!
You brat!
Why not rely on running fast today? Forcing your way in was just right.
Borrowing your bones. Test the strength of Xinjian for me.
Looks like you are a turtle eating a weight. Determined to seek death. Brothers, all withdraw. Sir. Today, I have to chop this fool alive.
This sentence doesn't count. Uncle Chun.
My knife is too sharp and snake. Like...
Whatever weapon you want. Keep going.
Today, your grandpa. I happen to be hungry. I didn't have the strength to return to the mountain stronghold for a meal first. Tomorrow, I will take your life and withdraw.
With this little skill.
Should we still fight or not?
It was the tenant farmer again, cutting flesh to pay rent.
The season when landlords make offerings to the government.
Now I have finally made it through. He transformed from a struggling tenant into a landlord collecting rent.
The Eastern Household.
The grain submitted to the county office has already been fully prepared.
Chum.
Let's set off now.
This path is opened by me. This tree was planted by me. If you wish to cross this road, leaving behind travel expenses.
2. The boss's troubles are not to be provoked by the King of Hell. Shouldn't we lose money to avoid disaster?
He expressed his gratitude to Zhao Batchen.
His words were reasonable. Today,
We must show our respects.
Zhao Bantian. What a coincidence.
Let's spar again.
Oh my! My stomach suddenly hurts in my feet. He said it was probably because he ate something bad last night. Trying to rush to the heart side.
Treasure. Don't run.
I swear! This time, I'll be gentle! This is the frame of the scholar's carriage. Even if you were blind, you would dare to stop me.
Shh.
What kind of scallion does a scholar count up? Back in the day, our Zhao Batian was a dignified martial scholar.
Speak little nonsense.
As long as you take this path, even the king himself has to keep the toll money. You drag such a long line of fully loaded unicycles. How could he use this little bit of silver to send off a beggar?
Do not seek to advance inch by inch.
Deceiving others is excessive.
Let me tell you plainly. Sir, I am in an extremely bad mood today. You'd better honestly spend money to avoid disaster. Then, he immediately got lost.
The Eastern household.
Something terrible happened. Look at this. Official notice. This year in Lingdong, you must be forcibly conscripted for military service.
And was sent to the southwestern border to build city walls to defend against demons and ghosts. Those who go to that cursed place are always doomed to survive.
Wang Gui. Are you passing by?
Can you find someone to pay for this service for me?
I am willing to offer a generous reward of 20 degrees of excellence.
Is what the master said true?
Are they really willing to pay a sky-high price of 20 tons?
The master of the house should not go outside to search.
I'll take on this task for you.
Wang Gui.
This is a grueling job where you could lose your head at any moment. Your harvest in the fields today is not bad. Why bother earning such a life? Or death fee?
Master, you may not know. After paying the official household tax,
Whole tax!
entering the mountains to cut wood and pay taxes, my family of several people, only the scentless winter beams remain.
My old bones are already over 40. If this miserable life could be exchanged for 20 dawns of life, saving grain. If you don't go, you are the real fool.
If the fortunate one returns alive, that would be a stroke of luck for free.
If it were the same person from 2 years ago who couldn't even eat well, faced with such a desperate situation, he would probably walk this deadly path without hesitation.
I must fight to the bone and come back alive.
The second half of the day was finally opened, successfully stepping into the third realm. Now I leap lightly.
It can raise 2 zhang in height.
But that damn sword manual actually requires a leap of 3 zhang, hitting a scandal from a distance, a zhang away. This is pure fantasy. Tomorrow, I must go find Master to get a clear answer.
Tutor! The disciple is truly dull. With my arm and fitness, at most, it is just shameless performances. How could they possibly encounter a live target from the outside?
A brute who only knows how to use brute force with his body. Nature is like a frog at the bottom of a well. Such rare learning, one must cultivate cultivation to the utmost. The transformative force of true qi radiating outward. At that time, within 10 steps, killing people without a trace.
The disciple is still lost in confusion.
I earnestly ask Master to humble myself and demonstrate it myself.
Oh, my dear, my dear.
This old man is so cute.
Living immortals, please spare me.
Now you can see Wendao clearly. Right?
You didn't see clearly at all.
If you can't see clearly, that is right. Truly supreme! True Qi! Without shadow or form.
Touch it, and you die. Nothing more.
As a teacher, I have the courage to perform for you up close for one last time. Open your eyes wide.
Your current skills are still shallow. Such profound and unfathomable immortal techniques are hard to fathom. which is only natural. Go back on your own and slowly close your doors to meditate.
Thank you, Master, for your guidance. I have completely understood.
Let true qi break free from the shackles of the physical body.
The layers of constraints that tear apart the meridians. The key is the hand, the vital point of the tendon, pericardium meridian, the Laogong point.
A disobedient disciple.
二柱子，你中邪了 ，possessed. What kind of twisted path has this crazy kid suddenly awakened? Wasn't I just making a few famous catchphrases from the martial world?
This trick is completely different from what the master just acted upon. Could it be that the method I comprehended has gone astray?
This is absolutely a living immortal spell! Zheng Bensheng would have been beaten to death with this 100-life coin, and I wouldn't dare accept it again!
Worthless! Immortal arts! That is the one-sided trick of running around the martial world.
Take the money and get lost. If you dare to chew over half a sentence outside, your tongue and dharma skills, so that you may never be reborn!
Tutor! The disciple is so rough. Does this mean he has touched the threshold for releasing true qi?
It is practically a stubborn, decayed tomb. Who else is as rough and discouraged as you? I am like a wild ox. Where is there even a trace of the transcendent demeanor of a master of immortals? A true top expert. What matters is being reserved and at ease. Receiving and receiving are determined by the heart.
Thank you, Master! For the way! A call to Giru!
Li understood. What deadly secret move did this fool figure out this time?
Stop.
Open your dog, eyes wide, and take a look.
What kind of local government office is this? This is something a country bumpkin, like you can just barge into.
Country bumpkins. Not knowing any manners.
Get out!
I am here to take the exam. I want to report to Scholar Wu.
With your poor look, you don't even know which subjects to take, or what rules to follow. Right?
That is right.
I was completely in the dark. That is why he came all the way to the Yamen to inquire, to find out.
Courting death.
You don't understand a thing, and you dare to come and entertain me.
If you have a thought, just spit it out.
What kind of information do you want to inquire about?
I just want to find out. Where exactly is this martial scholar going to register? What kinds of subjects are they all tested?
I was eager to sign up.
Signing up is actually easy. You hold your own household registration book. You can enter the main hall of the government office directly to record your name and household registration.
Where would that thing be dealt with? Besides this roster, do you need to prepare other items?
Where did all this nonsense come from?
If you don't know, go back to the village and ask your elders.
The township chief is a proper scholar.
Bearing the title of Scholar Wen.
When we meet later,
you must learn a bit of the refined manner.
Thank you.
Your worthless paper is useless. I must first go to the county magistrate's place to have a formal hearing, and place the large seal on it.
Have you paid the rent in your fields?
Pay it all in early.
There wasn't even an official personal tax seal on it.
You young man. He did understand some social etiquette. What about the post about the co-branded sword?
What sword post?
You don't even understand this common sense. Why are you still joining in the fun?
Hurry back to the countryside.
Always running to your yellow earth.
Sir, please do your best.
Please! Generously! Kindly guide me along the way.
The imperial seal was sealed with iron laws, regardless of whether the civil or military officials were examined.
3 registered scholars must jointly write a healthcare letter. Otherwise, they wouldn't even qualify to enter this exam room.
The master said he really couldn't get that line, Genshin. Are there any other hidden tattooed heads in the government office who try to make arrangements?
Is absolutely impossible. This is an iron law personally set by His Majesty.
Who dares to act recklessly.
It was a capital offense, punishable by the execution of the entire family.
Brother Urju, the Peiyuan Guban Peel asked about last time. Bro, I already reserved it for you and exchanged it for you.
These days, I've been entangled in a mess and can't break free. I almost forgot about the big deal of buying medicine.
What kind of great matter is this? Can you even forget about this life, saving Peiyuan Guban Pale? This was real silver, worth several hundred taels of snowflake silver.
If you don't show up soon, bro, I am going to keep it all for myself. All these are frustrating matters that make people anxious and frustrating.
You've really helped my brother tremendously these past few years. Just worried about not finding an opportunity. I'll thank you properly.
Today, I am the host! Let's open a private room at Hongyan Tower.
And drank deeply together.
Just in the heat of alcohol, pour out the bitterness in your stomach.
If it cannot be done.
This is too expensive!
Second, uncle and younger brother.
You may not know. There is an elder brother in my clan.
After swallowing your batch of miraculous medicine,
cultivating by 1,000 li in a single day.
At present, I stand ready to feed the troops and horses, preparing to strive for the 5th Imperial Examination. To make up for this kindness, I have to thank you properly!
Your eldest brother is the scholar master!
Ha! What kind of master are you? He was just an ordinary martial scholar, who only knew how to wield swords and spears.
Brother Sima. So, do you know many scholars under your command? Not too much. Just from my Sima Yi clan, 8 scholars have emerged. There were also a few scholar friends in the county town who frequented the county. All of them add up to about 10 or 20 people who have grown up.
Brother Sima.
Oh my god! Big brother! I have a huge problem. Please, no matter what, help me out!
If there is a matter to be addressed directly?
As long as I can do it. Brother.
Absolutely. Go through. Fire and water.
Here is what happened. This heartfelt thought is just my imagination.
The greedy clerk he mentioned.
Does he have a crooked mouth that really deserves a beating?
Like his crooked tongue. He was getting bolder and bolder.
Looks like it is just itching for trouble. Really needs a lesson.
Leave the joint sword protection book to you. Brother, tomorrow I can gather them all for you.
Early the day after tomorrow, my brother personally took charge. I'll go with you to the academic administration office for a bit.
Young Master Sima, do you dare to act early? Please, come inside.
Ode 14, you finally made it. Look at you. your face glowing with pride. He must have stumbled upon some extraordinary medicine for me.
Last night, he was fooling around in the black market. I actually managed to intercept an excellent specimen of old mountain ginseng.
The key point.
It has been at least 20 years.
This old specimen is truly impressive! Brother Li had already vaguely sensed the true energy of the Ren and Du meridians. Drums and stuffs fill the air!
As long as the medicinal power of this old mountain ginseng is completely dissolved, they will surely make a strong comeback. Open up the Qi Si and Dantian.
The 2 veins of Shendu are abundant.
You are about to break the threshold right now!
He had reached the 3rd level of Qi refining.
I still have to rely on this batch of top-grade pills you've helped me gather lately.
Not only is it inexpensive,
the effects of the medicine were astonishingly fierce.
I said, 我说小叶, your backbone is really iron. If your heart doesn't touch 5 cuts, why not? Go to the 5th inning court to earn a title.
If you refuse to leave, even if you beat them to death.
My lifelong wish is to hang out and help the world. Become a renowned divine doctor and master.
Absurd!
Learning a bit of medical skill.
How many people in the world can be saved?
It is simply a waste of a natural treasure. You wasted your rare and extraordinary talent for nothing.
Alright.
Today, let's not bring up these cultivation trivial matters. Hurry up and get me several co-branded sword letters from the martial scholar.
One of my brothers in life and death is urgently waiting to use it.
His name and registered address were all listed on it.
A trivial matter.
You sit for a moment in this grand armchair?
As your elder brother, you will return soon.
Stop right there.
I entered the government office with dignity to take the exam.
You dare to stop a mere watchdog.
You are ruthless.
Sigh.
Get out.
Go.
What kind of nonsense is this?
When I took it back, I didn't see that I had worked hard all day for official business. And Mitch didn't even have time to take a sip of this bad tea.
Oh, wow!
The eldest son of Sima.
How did you? The true Buddha! Come in person!
If you have any orders, just send a messenger to deliver a message. How could a petty man dare not to give his utmost?
I've heard about it. The rules at your office are really strict. If you don't spend silver, you can't get anything done. Even if silver is spent, it still gets stuck and not done.
I don't have such a great reputation. Chong Crooked Mouth. Listen carefully. The few taels of silver you extorted by using your power. It is just that you often go to brothels and houses for a night of wine and wine.
Tip the Kill Sisters Cosmetics money was...
But you pig-brained. Have you ever thought about it?
These few taels of broken silver.
Most likely, it was the money that the poor people had scraped together with their fortunes to survive.
Having earned a few taels of silver, the whole family was about to hang themselves and starve to death.
Every word of the young master's instruction is a gem.
The petty man knows he was wrong. He will definitely turn over a new leaf in the future.
Wen Wen inquired, and said she was assigned to handle the matter.
Then, why are you still here, standing there like a piece of wood?
Hurry up and stamp my brother's seal to get him on duty!
Brother Zhang truly is a man of great looks.
Among men, dragons, and phoenixes.
Before, it was my brother, but I failed to recognize greatness.
And many were punished.
If you ever have leisure in the future, never be distant with your brother.
Come anytime! I'll have tea and catch up here!
The gates of this government office will always be open to you.
Grandpa Zhang.
The petty man has eyes but no pearls. Please keep this silver safe. If you ever pass the exam,
Without seeking fame or merit,
I still hope that the elders will not hold the faults of petty people accountable.
encourage the petty people to help them a lot.
The kindness shown to Lord Sima today.
unforgettable and unforgettable.
To be honest with you, Brawl, what I usually hate most is being with these people, in the government office, dealing with drunken monsters in human skin.
These bastards. Yes, those high-ranking officials and nobles above are wagging their tails and begging for mercy.
Flattering and flattering them.
When faced with these powerless crew cuts, the common people bare their fangs. Devours people without leaving bones. Steal my old trade of freedom.
Guarding the pharmacy.
Hanging a pot to aid the world, healing illnesses, and saving lives. There was no need to look at the ugliness of these corrupt officials. Practice and earn money with your skills. Spend it yourself. Every copper coin I Sima Yi earns into my pocket is cleanly spent. Pure and innocent. Earning clean money and spending money on oneself. Only then does he truly feel grounded and tough inside.
Hey, hey! Hey! Kid up ahead! Stop right there! Let me ask you one thing. These orange copper coins and silver coins.
Do you still have some hidden treasures?
This money, which was once steadily maintained by the Gourd, touched by even stronger spiritual energy. Could it be that this fat guy has noticed something wrong? Even if they were exposed. I absolutely cannot admit it.
My pocket is already cleaner than my face. Besides, this money is just ordinary monies. Stenching things. What could possibly be so strange or stinky?
Don't pretend to be poor and clueless here. Honestly, where did all this silver come from?
Where is Quan Ji now hidden?
Just hold on a little longer. Once you breathe, the pain disappears. A minor hybrid.
Your actions are so venomous.
This guy's skills are far superior to those of King Zhao, used as a sitting duck for the incident.
Simply perfect. Such a ruthless kid. Sure enough, he hides some real skill. Damn it. Today my blood is lost right here in your gutter.
But you have brute strength. In the end, he was just a lowly warrior.
Today, let me show you for yourself.
What is the true cultivation and immortal arts?
People hang in midair, with no foundation to rely on. All I can do is take a gamble. That wind won't blow through.
Those who do not know the limits of heaven and earth.
The mysteries of immortal magic! How could a mortal ant like you be swayed by the slightest?
You
monster is actually a cultivator! Tour guide! Show mercy!
This is all a huge misunderstanding!
I want to hear too. But with my anger, he couldn't handle it.
You die!
You are dead!
You actually dared to kill a top disciple of Xuanzong!
You have caused a huge disaster.
It seems you know quite a bit of the inside story. Don't play dead, and tell all those messy things you know. Give it all out in detail.
Du Rao was commanded.
Don't kill me!
I told everyone I knew!
Master, you travel all over the country.
Have you ever heard that something happened to a sect called Daoshuan sect?
You mustn't mess with those troublemakers, kid. That would be like losing your head.
Even the death penalty of executing 9 generations.
Why is that?
All the cultivation sects in this world must obtain an official certificate from the authorities.
Only then can one establish a sect within a designated territory.
Any unofficial who is not registered in the official registry. All were labeled as heretical cults. These cults not only disregarded the laws of the court,
and even dares to secretly pass on cultivation secrets.
The authorities' attitude has always been to kill wrongly rather than let them go.
Grab and cut one by one.
Secretly pass down immortal techniques. But the mouth of Lingxi, a charlatan like me, if one is arrested by official officers, cut off. Are you going to be dragged to the market entrance to be beheaded and publicly displayed? Who the hell could have guessed that this old man would casually scribble on a broken cultivation technique?
He actually managed to make a name for himself with this foolish man.
Master, there is still a huge happy occasion to share. And I didn't have time to share the good news with you. Disciple, I have successfully registered my name at the Yamen.
Now, he had to compete for the title of Martial Scholar.
What the heck? How could progress be so fast?
Two-Stare just wanted to try his luck. What if you get accepted by chance?
This is deadly.
If this fool really shows off at the exam hall,
Insiders will definitely see through your secrets at a glance.
Sometimes, when it gets tangled up, even if I had 10 heads, it wouldn't be enough to chop them off.
We must take advantage of the fool before he recovers. Then ruthlessly cut off his last batch of leaks. Then he packed up and ran away overnight.
Second pillar.
As a master, I observed the celestial phenomena at night. Recently, I might as well take a trip out of the mountains for a while.
Where would Master be going to travel at this critical moment?
When will I be able to return?
Master must go to the extremely cold immortal mountain of Kunwu, searching for a few trees facing adversity, a heaven-changing immortal herb. From here, the mountains are high and the road is long. At the shortest, it takes 3 to 5 years. At most, it took more than 10 years before they could return. You remain in the secular world.
One must be good at it, and be one of its followers, and remember it well, even if you truly master this peerless martial art in the future. And remember, do not be arrogant. Never lightly reveal your true abilities in front of ordinary people.
And never reveal even a single word of your teacher's name to outsiders. As a teacher, I have regarded fame and fortune as nothing but fleeting clouds all my life. Most annoyed by the trivial affairs of the world.
Your disciple remembers Master's teachings.
But Master, now that you have left,
If any trouble arises during your cultivation,
Who should I turn to for guidance?
Enough. Enough. Enough.
Remembering the bond between you and our master and disciple. Moreover, your sincere heart.
Heaven itself can serve as a mirror. Today, I have gone all out.
Better to break the iron rule left by the founding master. You must entrust this orthodox cultivation method to you.
Thank you, Master, for your great kindness.
It is just that. This ancestral tradition of the robe and bowl. If I were to give it to you for no reason, not only did it break the rules, is also a great act of unfilial conduct.
The disciple understands.
the Master meant that he still had to pay a fee for apprenticeship. May I ask how many are needed?
Nonsense. We're those who transcend the mundane. The disciples and Master advanced in advance before the enemy!
Wouldn't that dirty this pure land?
You just need to rely on your true heart. Just show a little filial piety and sincerity.
Master, you are discerning. My disciple is truly dull.
You hand over a stone base Roughly how many taels of silver were to be taken out?
Only then does it show that my sincerity is deep enough.
Ah, such yellowish, white things, stained with the stench of money, left on the body. It only corrupts the pure energy of the practitioner.
Don't spend too much. Just casually putting a little over 100 taels of pure silver as a token of interest. Just going through the motions.
Master, you possess an immortal aura.
Immortal roots that must never be polluted by too much worldly dust.
The disciple is meticulous, and meticulous. Not a single cent more, not a single cent less. He took exactly 100 taels. Inside the bundle remained all those filthy coins. Let me leave it for myself to bear the backlash.
As your master, there is also an ancestral weapon here. A top quality, jade pendant passed down through generations. So I might as well leave it all for you. Make it a keepsake with you. But then again, this ancestral treasure must never be given away casually.
The disciples are clear, footed, and clear.
This time, I need to show off more. Disciple.
Divide it into 200 lines.
As the saying goes, treasures have a price. Affection and righteousness are priceless.
Such rare and extraordinary treasures.
Placed before me! Others would just throw 50 taels of real silver! I absolutely won't sell them!
That is 50 taels!
Now he had completely given up on all hopes. No more need to guard against reckless thieves, climbing up the cliff wall, peeking at my secret.
Today, thank you, young Master Sima, for leading the way.
Save it.
I just couldn't resist my brother's pride. Just barely running errands.
Sima Dong.
That muddy man is your relative. How did you bring a farmer who just pulled a leg from the field into this exam room?
Don't disgust me. I don't even know this country bumpkin. It was my 14th brother who lost his temper. He insisted I bring him in.
Truly, the social climate is declining. When did the threshold for these 5 scholars get so ruined? Even a country bumpkin, carrying a hoe dares to come here, daydreaming.
In the great Zhou dynasty, the Wushu Kai examination in Anchang County was officially announced. The first round was raised.
The stones are dazzling and beautiful.
Oh no, isn't my move a bit too wild?
If the examiner finds fault with the egg,
what if you are afraid my moves won't meet the standard?
Is this called being cheap?
So fine. That it was just like the embroidery used by wealthy families. The key is that it jumps. Like a toad.
So short, yet still managed to get a top-tier score on the fake level. Is this Yaman's judgment of swordsmanship blind?
You are such an eccentric young man. Which of you is a family member of a noble family?
That is quite strange.
Since he is neither a son of an official, in this remote and impoverished place,
Who has such extraordinary means to invest resources in cultivation? Such a rare treasure. A young prodigy.
How old is he? His internal energy had already reached the terrifying level of qi refining. 3 floors.
Xuanzhen had keen eyesight.
It truly is an extremely solid qi refining technique, with 3 levels of cultivation.
Where on earth did this sinister kid come from? Hidden too deeply.
Why did I go to such lengths to give a middle grade?
I see my gang.
am the chief examiner for this year's imperial examination. For the sake of your outstanding cultivation from the root nation, you are still a bit annoyed. I, together with 4 colleagues, have carefully considered and weighed matters. That is why they barely gave you a passing score for secondary school B middle school.
Additionally,
You have maliciously damaged the court's key area, the top-grade bluestone floor tiles. I hereby order you to pay 100 taels of silver for repair costs on the spot.
young man,
Stop holding back. Give it your all. Attack with all your might. I want to see how many rounds your physique can hold out under my hands. Someone's going to die!
Uncle! I am sorry! I really didn't intend to go all out.
Next time, I promise to be extremely careful. Never be this busy anymore. The grand examination must not be neglected. After careful deliberation by 5 chief examiners, the second column practical assessment scores of candidates in this group were judged as extremely excellent.
2. Pillar judgment. Because you act without knowing the weight, causing the examiners of this dynasty to suffer serious internal injuries. You must quickly pay 100 taels of silver for the cost of making medicine. Do you have a single complaint?
citizens recognize the law. Utterly without a single word.
The chief examiner was clearly a half-step cultivator close to the threshold of artifact forging. Yet, he was outrageously stunned by these 2 pillars with a single sword strike. At most, it was only about 2 years. How could this peasant possibly unleash such terrifying combat power? There must be a terrifying secret hidden behind this.
This old man was nurtured inside the gourd. If you run into a seasoned expert, calculating the true vintage, it would surely bring disaster upon themselves.
Heaven has finally found you. My eldest uncle specifically requested to meet you.
The female uncle was the examiner at the Bossy Goat Lake on the day of the big exam.
That was the county captain!
Why did he come to see me? Relax your mind.
It was just asking you to come over and chat casually.
Sure.
First, count this batch of power pills. This wild ginseng is for you.
All right. Thanks, little brother.
Eldest uncle.
张二柱在道。
The women in this city are ridiculously young.
It was obvious. They couldn't do the rough work of chopping wood and tending fires.
All of you, step back first. Are you Zhang Erju?
Returning to the county constable, the elder magistrate.
Xiaoming Zheng was this peasant's swordsmanship, playing like a master dancer. But the terrifying explosive power was truly astonishing. Looking at the younger generation, yet not a single person could compare to this young man.
Your foundation is still decent, but the cultivation routine was a complete mess. It is a case of a blind cat hitting a dead mouse. With your skills,
Where exactly did they come from? Master, please forgive me.
There have long been strict orders regarding family affairs. He was absolutely forbidden to reveal his name to outsiders.
I hope the great master will be understanding.
Since you have unspeakable difficulties, I, as an official, do not press the matter, but secretly passing down cultivation secrets. But it is a serious crime punishable by losing a head.
But considering your aptitude is still quite good. If in the future one can have a renowned teacher who devotes himself to teaching. It will surely shine brilliantly in the future. Passing the military examination was no fool's dream.
I recommend you, and you may enter the Zhang Martial Hall to teach and sit as an instructor. And while you are at it, you can hone your martial arts.
Are you willing?
Xiaomi is 100 times willing to thank the master for nurturing him!
Alright.
You go ahead!
The kind of ginseng you gave me yesterday. Whether you still have goods in hand, I can pay a high price to buy.
God.
That one was also obtained by chance.
Brother Zhang.
Are you married?
Why are you asking this?
Here is the situation.
I have a cousin, about your age. So, I thought of matchmaking you two.
I am still young. I don't want to get married for now.
Damn it.
There must be an extremely shocking secret hidden here. Just you wait.
As long as you are willing to become a disciple of the Dao Xuan sect, you can choose from the true secret cultivation techniques. The authorities only use you as a shield.
Who is speaking? Where are you hiding? Scholar and master.
Please mount your horse and parade through the streets.
Congratulations! Brother Zhang really is young and promising, with a bright future ahead of him.
I have endured more than 10 years of suffering worse than pigs and dogs.
It wasn't until today that I realized.
It turns out I have so many extremely enthusiastic friends in this world.
Hey! So, it turns out it is our family's second pillar. I, Zhang Gelan, have noticed at a glance since I was little. You are an exceptionally promising talent. It really wasn't in vain that I worked so hard to raise you for over 10 years.
Back then, Zhang Gulan was scheming to kill me, and now he can still put on such an extremely unbelievable act.
Disgusting face! Savings! Your uncle!
I heard you passed the imperial examination as a Shukai, a scholar who brings great honor to your family. I couldn't be happier. Tonight, I must come to Uncle's house for a hot meal.
Thank you for your kindness. I have been away from the mountain for many days. We must immediately return to the Bluestone Forest to check.
S.U. Xiaomi!
I picked out an extremely exquisite little trinket for you in the county town.
Keep it for fun!
Thank you! Brother Urju!
Someone has been here. I am not here on this mountain full of top-quality medicinal herbs, and must never let outsiders act lightly. They need to give these guard geese a bit of a strong medicine.
Unfortunately, this trip of sweet potatoes is now absolutely reluctant to cash out in the city.
With these evil spirits guarding the house, let's see who still dares to come and die here.
"20 mu of forest land is already the limit.
The remaining wasteland, entirely composed of wild mountain ginseng, as long as you keep planting gourd water, enduring for 8 years. It is a century-old masterpiece.
The Eastern Household.
All 100. New stocks have already been prepared.
But Qingxi Ridge is steep and perilous, but truly cannot be sent up.
How about I find a raft? Set up a sling to transport it to the top.
No need to thank me.
Up, down, and below are purely about tossing and turning.
I'll leave the grain here for now. I hired a few groups of craftsmen. He directly set up a large warehouse in the Shanjia.
Taking advantage of the farming off season, you should help me recruit craftsmen. Organizing this matter.
The wages are directly deducted from the bones.
Leave it to me.
The hen is kept to lay eggs. Give your child a nourishment.
Relax your mind.
This 50 mu of land will still be leased to you next year. The land rent will never increase.
So this is the true face of the world.
Thousands of years ago, demons ran rampant. The cultivation sects are as numerous as cattle's hairs. In the struggle for resources,
Killing one another.
my master taught me the immortal cultivation methods.
This is a capital crime, punishable by losing your head.
This kindness.
Tomorrow, I will surely repay you with a spring.
Unfortunately, the cultivation method was incomplete. At best, he could only cultivate up to the 10th level of qi refining. Now, folk cultivation methods have long been burned to death by the imperial court. If you want to take the right path and obtain advanced cultivation techniques,
I am going to try another round of dance music.
May I ask? Is that Scholar Zhang ahead? What brings us to the two of us? Ding Xu of Dingjia village below. This is Shemei Dingxiang, by the order of my family, estate owner. He specially invited young master Zhang to Bishuang for a chat.
Rumor has it that Ding family manor is the richest in the region. All are completely on par with the Sima family. Just this post alone, that is equivalent to half a year's expenses for an ordinary person.
I have received the manor's deep favor. You too, lead the way.
Now, autumn and winter have already arrived. Why hasn't your rice paddy been harvested yet?
Young Master Zhang was unaware of something. This is our Ding Jiazhuang's unique signature cat's tooth rice.
The entire Sanyang County is in short supply. He was the only one who could cook porridge and brew the capital at the largest Hongyan restaurant in the county town.
This is a spirit seed personally improved by my ancestors. It would take 10 months of absorbing the essence of heaven and earth before it could be unearthed.
The world is difficult. There is actually such a paradise on earth. Every household has enough to eat and wear.
Looking at the whole journey, every household avoids idleness. Aren't you afraid of breaking in?
Ding family village has never had a thief. The neighbors are all related by blood. A lock hangs on the door. Then treat matchmaking as if it were a thief guarding against it.
It is just too chilling. This reasoning.
I really am the first time in history. Once I go back to help my brothers.
Wait a moment. Taking advantage of the scorching sun. Allow this old man to cut the grass and eradicate it completely.
This soil hides such a rich spiritual energy. This is actually a spiritual field.
Brother Zhang, honored with your presence. There wasn't much to entertain in the countryside. On the heavenly plate, green vegetables. Slaughter an old hen.
Let's drink heartily with the girls.
If Brother Zhang thinks it is tasty. Before leaving, I wrapped up a few pounds, took them home, and tasted them slowly.
Many thanks to the master of the manor for your kind intentions. Yet the dishes on this table all contain spiritual energy. The quality is almost on par with the finest ones I ripen with a gourd. But I and the Ding family village have always been fine and well dressed. He treated me with such grandeur.
What exactly do they seek to see the ruler of the state?
If the Zhang brothers do not despise it, why not spend a few days enjoying yourself in the village? This old man is entangled in worldly affairs. I trouble Miu Feng and Wang Ying 两位兄弟，带我陪你在庄子转转. Me to accompany you for a stroll around the manor.
Zhangger lives with an ungrateful wolf. What exactly are you hiding on this broken mountain? A secret that can't be seen in the light.
Enough talk. Just work with embarrassing stuff.
This heartless and utter thing. Back then, I should have broken his bones.
在这座小岛
Step aside! Ha! Father Zhang Erju.
I will use your life to sign this blood debt!
Scholar Zhang.
What do you think of the situation in Dingjiazhuang?
And was extremely wealthy and abundant, far beyond anything I have ever seen in my life. But there is one thing I do not understand. Dingjiazhuang village is so vast.
There wasn't a single tenant.
Brother, Zhang misjudged him, looking across the entire estate. Besides, Master Ding's own family.
All the others were tenants!
Zhao Laoxi.
Isn't that what you say yourself? It must be that, as long as Master Ding dares not go to him.
My Zhao family has been tenants for the Ding family for generations.
Why is that?
Planting your own land elsewhere. The authorities had to strip 30% of the hides to pay taxes. But in Dingjiazhuang, tenants only need to pay 20% of the land rent. The remaining grain was all stored in his own granary.
So that is how it is. The Ding family head was truly skilled at winning people's hearts.
Master Ding was benevolent and righteous. To the 5 of us who reside in the village, every year, he receives a full 5 liters of spirit rice.
Brother Zhang probably hasn't noticed yet.
The meal on the table just now had hidden a small amount of spirit rice.
Spiritual rice absorbs heaven and earth. 10 years at Tsinghua. Only 1 year has passed.
And was exceptionally precious.
Martial artists eat it. Relying on a single bite can boost one's cultivation.
And even use this to sense the spiritual energy of heaven and earth.
Step onto the path of cultivation.
If that is the case, can you sense the spiritual energy of heaven and earth now?
The timing is great. Our experience in the village is still insufficient. There were several elderly martial scholars in the manor. I have long sensed the spiritual energy. The strongest probably has already reached the threshold of the 2nd level of artifact refining.
What exactly do the seedlings of Lingmai look like? Could you take me to see something?
Of course it can. But the spiritual fields are heavily guarded. It can only be viewed from afar, not up close.
This is the cat-tooth rice!
It was the ancestor of the Ding family who crossed precious spiritual rice with common rice varieties.
A rare species, cultivated with countless painstaking.
Sure enough. It contained a faint trace of spiritual energy.
To carve such a reservoir of such scale at such a peak, at least hundreds of thousands of lives must be put in. Right.
Hundreds of thousands are not worth much. The Ding family was the first generation of the clan. It was a lofty foundation establishment, artifact powerhouse.
He used the supreme earth-based techniques. 1 person everywhere. 100,000 strong men. Of course, this reservoir was also the domain of the Ding family. Generations of people who have visited it one after another. It took over 10,000 laborers to conscript and complete the great undertaking.
The Ding family ancestors actually built a foundation and rose to great power.
Absolutely true. The genealogy was written in black and white. But unfortunately, time is merciless.
From that time onward,
the Ding family never lays their foundation and transcends the world.
Mobilizing the strength of the entire clan, splitting mountains to divert water,
bringing blessings to future generations. Such boldness.
It is truly admirable.
The lake water is exceptionally clear and cold.
The Zhang brothers once tried it.
The entire Dingjiazhuang relies on this lake water to sustain itself. Even a tiny amount of spiritual energy seeps into the water. Drinking it year round is enough to transform the body.
Wow. The concentration of spiritual energy on this island is several times stronger than outside.
Wufeng, Wang Yin, this is the forbidden territory of the clan.
Who gave you the courage to bring outsiders inside?
Ding Yi and his brothers calmed their anger. This scholar Zhang was an honored guest of the family head. We serve the family head's orders. We have come to take you on a tour.
It turns out you are the honored guest of the head of the household, and have offended you just now.
Please!
This is the auspicious sign of iron. It looks as fine as a floating thread. When solid, it is firm and unbreakable. Ordinary swords and knives strike at it. Not even a mark was left behind. This was a mutant species that the Ding family ancestor risked his life to bring out from ancient ruins. It took countless years to grow into this wall of size.
Good stuff. If we could set up some seed enclosures on the outskirts of Qingshailing, my base is now as solid as a fortress.
This is the real Linggu field. I guess we'll have another bumper harvest this year.
The entire Anshan County.
Only our Dingjiazhuang's crescent spirit rice can be called the highest in production. It was of exceptional condition. This island is vast. Why waste the resources of heaven in such a waste?
Will it all be planted throughout Spirit Valley?
Brother Zhang is an outsider. The spirit bones are fierce and require immense spiritual energy for nourishment. If one is greedy for much and secretive, spiders will fight each other. The fight for spiritual energy ultimately leads to the complete withering of the entire force. Don't be fooled by the mere 5 mu of land. Its yield, enough to protect a vast family from a century of prosperity.
Scholar Zhang! You are exceptionally skilled.
Do you have the guts? Like us. Directly through From now on, we brothers will eat spirit rice heartily.
And marched boldly to conquer the world. The conditions are indeed generous. Unfortunately, I hold a yellow-skinned gourd treasure that defies fate.
A mere 5 shen of spiritual rice. You are not even worthy of me bending my knees.
Zhang and his brothers.
What do we warriors gain from their lifetime of training?
Isn't it also that one day you can draw your energy into your body, setting foot on the path of immortality?
The Ding family has the foundation of a foundation establishment, powerhouse. Cultivation methods and secret arts are all included. As long as you nod. The cultivation technique was right before his eyes.
This was practically strangling my vital spot.
The conditions are indeed tempting. Have those two obtained the cultivation techniques?
We are still inexperienced.
The timing of the fire is not yet right. Still have to say. Brother Zhang, the days ahead are long.
The gates of Dingjiaswang are always open for you.
Thank you, Master, for your hospitality these past few days. The mountains are high and the waters long. There will be a time to meet again.
Although he refused the amnesty, the head of the Ding family acted with great dignity. When I left, he gave me a bag of iron hearts, seeds, and cat-tooth rice seeds for free.
As for the fragmentary scroll left by the cultivation master,
he still managed to push me up to the 3rd level of chi refining, this lifeline of things. And plan slowly in the future.
Not worth it!
What a grand display. Could it be that old Huang finally passed away?
The command was firm and firm, yet he did not die.
Thanks to Master Zhang! I am grateful for your blessing!
I am still panting! You just came back, and you may not know. The one attending the funeral is your eldest uncle.
His body was so tough. How could it just disappear like that? I heard that they go up the mountain to dig in the middle of the night. It was smashed into a pulp by the rolling boulder. Nowadays, the world is extremely unpredictable. You live alone on King Shilling, so be very careful.
Thanks for the reminder.
Go to Uncle's house to investigate the situation. Uncle. This time, Su Xiaowei must be having a hard time.
What are you here for?
You still have the nerve to step through this door!
Put away your face. Your father's death has nothing to do with me. If you dare look at me with that kind of gaze again,
You'll bear the consequences yourself.
It seems that during the days I am away, and the fearless thieves came knocking on us. These spendthrifts. Ever since the grass seeds nourished by the Gourd spirit water, they never laid eggs again.
What kind of monster will this eerie egg, radiating demonic energy, hatch into being?
This cat-tooth rice is of excellent quality. Its aroma and spirit even outshine the authentic Dingjiaswang products, thrown into the yellow-skinned gourd.
Brewing for 3 days.
The drug's potency can at least double.
Growth is too vigorous. You have to find a way to ripen them, only by using this thing. They sealed off the entire Qing Shiling defensive line tightly. Such overwhelming destructive power. Such great strength. Definitely not inferior to ordinary warriors, still being stirred until the flesh cracked open. If this defensive line is set up around the spirit god land, then you never have to worry about someone coming up when I am not around.
Greetings, Scholar Master!
Everyone, stop and take a break. Eat something to soothe your throat.
Guai Guai,
The master raised no geese. Is this a divine bird from the sky?
I see.
Master Zhang has probably already attained immortality.
Both are scholars. This living bodhisattva is much more than the one in the same village who drinks blood. The harsh Zhang Weicheng was like a heavenly force.
This grand spectacle. Even during the new year, I never saw you spend this much.
Country folk can't produce anything special. I barely managed to gather at this table. I only hope the master won't find it humble and unworthy.
Master Zhang.
I dare to ask you for a favor.
I want my little one at home to practice martial arts. Please show mercy and help me. Guard your soul. And go to the martial hall.
I can't give you a definite answer right now. Next time, I'll head to the city. I'll go to New Hall. Let me test the Hall Master's intentions for you.
Thank you, sir. You are the great benefactor our royal ancestors have encountered. Man Kang, come over and kowtow to the master.
Boasting in the book. One must train diligently for more than 10 years. I have mastered it in just 1 month. With a foundation of Qi refining level 3 cultivation, these martial arts were no challenge at all. Its power can multiply.
The formula for Peiyuan Guben was obtained effortlessly.
Hong'an Hall sells for 10 taels of silver each.
Demand still exceeds demand.
Now, the area on the mountain has been around for 30 years. When we entered the city next time,
Combine and take the medicine together. I started the furnace and refined pills myself.
It took a full 2 months to get out.
Besides being a bit bigger, nothing special.
his mouth is truly cunning.
You have to eat ginseng soaked in gourd water to run quite fast.
From last winter until now, the sky hasn't rained a single drop.
Fortunately, the mountain spring in my bluestone hasn't dried up yet.
Otherwise, these awful days really can't go on.
All along the way, they fought desperately for the water source.
You still.
My God.
Is this the legendary scholar, Zhang?
No mistake.
It was the killing god who sent the examiner flying with a single sword strike in the exam hall.
The one who smashed the exam hall and still owed 200 taels of silver, adding a huge sum of money. Right?
A grandee.
You are thriving in business now.
Wealth flows in and out. Sigh. If I can avoid losing money, I am thankful. Most of them are poor and ill. If they could have 2 full meals.
These illnesses can be cured without treatment.
There was a remaining balance of 328 taels of silver in the account.
Or should I throw everything into Peiyuan Guben pills?
This time, first prepare all the medicinal herbs, according to the list.
The remaining spare money was used to buy Peiyuan Guben pills.
These herbs are combined with ginseng and sistanch. It happened to be the formula for Peiyuan Guben pills.
Are you planning to set up your own road?
He happened to hold a few elder ginseng and sistanch in his hand. Randomly, add some to test the waters.
Bringing back this batch of new goods.
It is enough for me to study it thoroughly for a while.
At night. In such a year of severe drought, it is necessary to prepare sufficient water sources in advance, to guard against any unfortunate events. Just how terrifying is the limit of fighting this thing?
After washing for so long, he still couldn't get to the end.
Dawn was approaching. Thinking about this, if someone happened to see him, this will surely breed trouble.
Master Zhang!
Once the foundation of the house is set, the stone mill and breakthrough you requested have also been polished.
You are welcome. Next year, I might have to hire you brothers for work again.
I really have descended to earth.
Not too much effort.
From now on, the efficiency of picking rice sticky herbs will be much faster.
Every day, one woody plant must be cultivated. With this rapid increase in cultivation, my work won't stop working.
A 20-year. Old body nurtured by a yellow-skinned gourd for 3 days.
Shaoli was in no way inferior to the genuine Peiyuan script case.
The weather has 4 layers.
I can already feel the 4 seas of Dantian.
This formless void energy. It is like the jade mist of divine consciousness, piercing through and awakening, as if entering a realm where no one is present.
Measuring 1 zhang in diameter.
Even beneath the earth, the aura of spiritual energy absorbed by a human body was penetrated without a single hair's touch.
Capture!
Indeed, it can be gathered into the sea of consciousness.
From now on, no one could ever escape this heaven, defying treasure. All these points of light are items I usually collect inside.
The largest ball of water in the middle is river water. Within it lies heaven and earth.
And was able to bring living things and store water.
From now on, even the copper coins for buying fish will be saved.
After enduring a month of hardship, he finally mastered this fireball technique. Their power is reversed. Even this stubborn stone can be melted by fire.
As for the entwining technique, ordinary seeds simply cannot bear my vast sky. It exploded on the spot. Looks like he'll have to test the waters with that insanely strong iron crystal level.
A mere dead thing.
How dare you lose your master!
The Eastern Household.
This year, the fields have been parched with no harvest. Could you please show some leniency and reduce the rent?
Is there any notice about tax reduction at the county office?
Household tax, poll tax, sunshine tax. Not a single cent less. It only said that the payment was postponed by 2 years in advance.
Forget it. This year's land rent is completely waived.
Many thanks to the host.
Many thanks to the host for their great kindness and virtue. The host is truly benevolent and righteous.
Get up.
In years of severe drought, survival is the priority. To get through this year of disaster, wait until next year, when the heavens will bring rain before deciding.
Take it to coax the doll at home. Your kid has been doing hard labor all year round. In the future, when stock prices rise, he is definitely a master at farming.
The cold winter had not yet arrived, is already a living hell devoured by a single sun. If the drought continues again, the evil corpses would only fill the entire official road. The medicinal power of Peiyuan Guban pills has been exhausted. Once they entered the city, he needed to talk to Sima Yi about the path to authentic cultivation pills. Such a heavy aura of murderous intent. This scar, faced aura, is as deep as the sea. His cultivation is by no means inferior to the 3 legs of the refining artifact. A dignified master of immortal cultivation, buying up these vulgar sex tickets in bulk at once. It is definitely not just about working like a beast of burden.
After the major revision, take it easy on yourself. I really don't have the strength to move.
With such a grim expression, ancient texts say that aging before one grows old. Most of the time, it is due to exhaustion of energy. Do you want to get some premium meat for you? To lose your life with sugar?
I've had a solid foundation since I was little.
A total of 6,530 lives.
Having already cultivated divine sense.
With your cultivation.
If one were to remove the examination of the 5 curves.
It is definitely a Sanyang drama. Absolutely the youngest scholar in history. Just an empty title.
Alright. You are even less ambitious than I am.
By the way!
This time, the strength pill is still the usual routine. Changed to Peiyuan Gubao pill. Or maybe I just want to test the bottom.
Do you have any way to get real cultivation pills?
It is as difficult as ascending to heaven. The alchemy trade in Great Zhou was strictly controlled by the authorities. True elixirs have more wolves than meat.
The price is truly terrifying.
Probably. Just how terrifying.
1 true pill is worth 100 trillion power pills.
Sorry to bother you.
Better to replace them all with Peiyuan Guban pills.
No problem.
Tomorrow morning to pick up the goods.
By the way, can you bring over another batch of power pills from Jinchi?
You probably need to... The more, the better.
In fact, reselling these pills with oil and water in the formula. Right now, I urgently need a large sum of cash to fill the gap.
Completed.
10 days later, I will send you another batch of high quality, jade recorded in books.
It can imprint the information of a cultivator's divine stone. The old jade pendant my master slipped to me before leaving. Could there be some hidden secret?
Oh no! Hurry up and start! Hurry up and stop!
Sending off. So nervous young people.
Alas, my fate is fragile.
Give him something. Count it as some hidden virtue. I was suddenly very clear-headed.
I am completely paralyzed! I really appreciate your great mercy!
And even remember to leave me something.
There is still a wandering thread of breath. The body is not stiff. Taking advantage of the rush to take it off. The skin on her back was almost worn raw.
These 2 pelts wouldn't even wrap around a solid stone. What kind of sinister hook did Huan Yan use to snatch a living person?
Are you going to make buns from human flesh? Fortunately, the Divine Master reunited once, and his hands and feet could move. When I can turn things around.
Strip you scum alive! 12 lines, 1 sentence, and 1 sound. Rice grains, total 1 dao, and 2 shang. I'll keep it light. Do not drag it to the ground for a lifetime. If the condition is damaged, it loses its value.
Carry them all into the cave for me.
It is the scar-faced guy who bought people on a large price as a knight. At Chi Refining Level 3. Fortunately, my spirit and awareness are restrained. He didn't notice. Keep smashing and getting to the bottom.
He piled today's fairy goods and all the previous ones into the inner pit. The day after tomorrow, the Iron Master will personally descend, bringing along the vital corpse energy of Lord Hanba.
These ordinary bodies, as long as you are touched by even a trace of the Drought Demon's corpse aura,
Within 2 months.
They will surely transform into invincible soldiers.
The old man still seems to have a heartbeat that hasn't fully died this round.
Whether or not he dies. Got wet, and all goods were thrown in together!
For no reason. I was dragged along the way. Still want to use me to train zombies. As long as we get through tonight and return to our peak, none of you will survive. Seeing ghosts alive.
Isn't this the corpse I personally carried in last night?
Disappeared.
Then he would tear it apart again.
Who dares to trespass on the forbidden ground?
Take it down for me.
Are you Scholar Zhang?
In the exam hall. With one move, Scholar Zhang severely injured the examiner.
Your fearsome name.
The entire Wudao Circle in Anshan County is a household name.
He recognized me. Then today, not even a fly could fly out.
No matter who pays to hire you. Or are you just a blind cat running into a dead mouse? I advise you to turn around and get out immediately. All pretend they never came. Some powerful forces. It is definitely not something a mere 5 people like you can get involved with.
Refusing to accept a toast, but drinking a penalty wine. You are determined to die.
Invisibility. Talisman. Last time I failed to cultivate divine sense. Caught in this trick. You still dare to show off in front of an expert today? Actually, she is only a step ahead of me. Should we take action or not?
Who cares if he is a tough guy or not? At worst, ride a goose flying through the sky and disappear on the ground. These 2 legs. Can you really grow wings to hunt me down?
Uncle Wang Qi, looking over. The middle-aged man walking ahead had a very solid foundation. At least 5 or 6 layers of refining artifacts. The film is purely a book seeking death, using the surprises found in military texts.
May I ask? Senior, are you the Ironstone Helmmaster's honored carriage?
Where did that useless Li Daba go?
Master Li was in seclusion, sprinting his skills.
At critical moments.
I have once again respectfully awaited your visit. Senior.
At least he had some insight, leading the way when he saw his son.
Please, Senior. Sure enough, it was Bai Mao, who struck down a giant weighing over 1,000 jin.
He didn't even break a single skull!
Strong. But this monster doesn't know pain at all. I am just a mortal in the flesh. Swapping blood with him is just asking for death.
Oh.
The ground is covered with minced flesh.
Brother, your hands are dark enough.
If this is brought to the yamen,
If you take out a little silver,
let that matter be settled.
The eldest looked at the familiar face. Isn't this the same ghost we stripped naked by the roadside a couple of days ago?
Looks like the brothers really have tough fate. Since you are still out of breath, then today we'll give you another round.
In response,
Sigh. Just worried about not finding you scumbags.
He rushed to his death by falling on his own.
The boss is about to enter winter. Not a single hair has grown in the ground. Why bother watering it like this?
Right now, no one is fighting for water. I thought about making a couple more trips to soak the ground thoroughly, so that not even a single seed will fall in spring.
Since that is the case.
This ox cart is at your command, so you don't have to rely entirely on your shoulders. There were still some old clothes he had picked up on the carriage. Take it home, wash it, and change it to wear.
The great kindness of the Easton family.
this is a life-saving companion!
This is the blood soul elixir! But this thing is made by boiling the flesh and blood of living people!
Only this one could cost 100 lives.
Yin evil reaches its peak.
Those corrupt officials at court who have suffered miserable deaths.
Only caring about making quick gains, letting these demonic paths, remnants, and the masses suffer as they please.
And the prison was loosened in a small way.
Look at the remaining two. This black screen is extremely dangerous. It was probably sealed by drought and dampness.
I will secretly pass it on to the county office for you. Such a cursed creature. You must not keep it for yourself.
Take it!
By the way, a quick question. Could this great Han be the work of the drought demon?
It's absolutely impossible!
A peerless giant who can breathe a breath across 1,000 miles of barren land will just turn to ashes. Even if my family once produced a foundation establishment expert, the spell casting limit was no more than 100 zhang.
This is not some cult or demon sect. This is the pass for the underground black market. Holding it.
Find a hidden entrance.
The official code was exchanged with the Emperor.
The doors of the black market are now open for
A secret code. I can steal it from you. In exchange, help me get 100 shy of relief grain.
Deal.
Seeing a doctor or getting medicine if you are ill from the flowers and willows.
And was granted additional money.
I want to see the flowers and willows! It resembles a rapeseed flower, occasionally causing itching. Recently, Puss has started to discharge quite a bit.
coming up with this shameless code.
It is best not to fall into my hands!
Follow me into the inner hall. Take off your pants to check.
Go in.
Follow the tunnel all the way.
The entrance fee was 10 taels of silver per person.
What kind of ammunition is this?
Each marching pill weighed 2 taels of silver! 1 bow is equivalent to a dew of rice. Buy 10, get 1 free pack!
Guaranteed fullness.
For cultivators, refining 3 pecks of rice into a single pill is convenient. He held a yellow-skinned gourd in hand.
Although there is no shortage of provisions.
But buying a bottle to disassemble and study at home isn't a loss.
Heiyuan, Koho, and Maru is here. Yet they only exchange goods without selling them.
It has become hard currency.
Even those low-quality strength pills can be hyped up to 180 wen each.
Sima Yi. This heartless merchant is making a fortune.
Damn.
I don't have time to stall here. How is this Dao Valley sold?
The guest has a keen eye. The Crescent Spirit Bones, exclusively produced in Dingjiazhuang.
A fixed price.
100 taels of silver, purse hang.
Can you buy these and use them as seeds for cultivation?
When seeds naturally have no problem.
But I advise you to give up.
This thing is extremely picky. Without the best spiritual fields for nourishment, even if you plant them, you still get nothing.
1 mu of land can be invested in the field, and 1 dao of seeds.
1 Dao equals 1,000 taels of silver.
Really dark.
So how do we get to all these ordinary coarse grains nearby?
100 beans sold for 500 taels of silver. Paying in one hand, holding tickets in the other. He went to the county granary to pick up the goods.
Showing off is definitely true.
And directly sourcing grain from the official granary.
The black market's hand could actually reach directly into the official granary. This backing is truly undeserved. Buying the spirit bones, plus old Sima's $100.
And obtained a total of 1,500 taels to be filled.
I need to get some quick cash.
Are you accepting or not? Hard pamper and trust. Trust.
But your spirit? Jujube is barely in quality.
The spiritual energy was far inferior to Crescent Spirit Rice.
At best. I can only give you 20 taels per eel.
I didn't bring enough goods today, and come again another day to trade.
$15 red dates. Easily cashing out 3,000 taels.
After deducting the expenses for purchasing spiritual seeds and disaster relief grain.
And they even made a net profit of 1,500 taels. Was it a loss?
With this gourd that defies fate and changes fate, the black market's picky spiritual bones, it can definitely ripen within a year. This is a snowballing path of violence.
The Eastern Household.
All the rice noodles you wanted have been ground out. Consciousness Dalbon. Grinding 7 dew of refined rice.
Still this big bucket of rice bran remains.
The compass and square remain unchanged.
This Dudao Valley is your wages.
As for those Mika coffees,
I don't need it here.
Leave it for your family as food.
Family members.
Many thanks for your kindness.
Since you've figured out the black market's tricks, why are you still rushing to my rundown clinic?
He was too lazy to run around to those hellish black market places that devoured people without leaving bones. From now on, I'll still leave the whole power pill business to you. And take my pulse while you are at it.
Your brow is darkened. His face revealed a bluish-gray, murderous aura.
You were poisoned. Most likely from the last time they fought fiercely with zombies.
I originally thought it was just a superficial wound. Unexpectedly, this wound was so strange. These past couple of days, I've been feeling all over the place.
You've been poisoned by deadly corpse poison!
If we drag it out any longer.
Next time we meet, you'll grow fangs! I insist on making you a pot of poison! Removing soup to cleanse your marrow!
Lived for 17 years.
Only then did I realize how comfortable hot bath can be.
You've grown up so much.
He hadn't even taken a hot shower.
For us peasants, farmers, crossing mountains and ridges, most of the sky is held. After working to the death, he finally managed to pick up a load of firewood to burn the pot. Just a hot shower ruins everything. Who would dare to spend money like this?
Then your scars all over you.
Got beaten up since childhood. Huh, that year, I was starving. He grabbed a big piece of white rice from the kitchen pot. My good aunt swung an iron pan and a spatula and smashed it hard. But that hot rice smells so good. This beating was worth it.
You are now a dignified martial scholar. With your current methods, killing your vicious cousin is like slaughtering a dog. Have you ever thought about going back and reclaiming this blood debt?
It is not that I haven't had murderous thoughts before, but Xiaowei, that girl is basically my only relative in this world.
Forget it. When Xiaowei gets married and has a place to belong, let's settle this score again.
Is there consciousness?
Does it hurt? Or not? No sense of wood.
This corpse poison could no longer be suppressed by ordinary herbal medicines. You can go to the black market again. Go ask if there are any real antidote pills.
Does the shopkeeper's shop have any high-quality antidote slips?
No stock available. If you want to pre-order, you have to pay a deposit, and only recognize Peiyuan Guban pills or Tiankai Di Bao, yellow and white substances, and spare the honored speech.
This was a wicked creature born from the cult's painful struggle for hundreds of lives.
It is just right to trade for a life.
The guest officials calmed down a bit and did not become impatient. The true elixir requires some time. Why not buy some top-grade antidote pills along the way? Although it cannot be eradicated, but suppressing the onset of toxic effects. Absolutely effective.
Finally understood the pain. Relying on the antidote pill to endure hard, plus my rejuvenation technique. It seems I don't need to wait for Hong Fu Tang's pill to be poisoned. I can neutralize it myself.
But Scholar Zhang, you still need to do hard labor at your residence.
Every day, his wounds flare up.
And extended his life to set out.
If this continues,
The whole family was starving to the brink!
My poor mountains and waters can't support people.
Lord Zhang, please take a look. My wife is also sturdy. He went to the fields to plow, did laundry and cook, skilled in every aspect. You can take us away,
as long as it is for the dog to eat.
Just don't let her starve to death.
If these people keep dragging things out, all will become dry bones by the roadside.
The great man shows mercy.
Pity people do not want silver. In this world, silver can't buy half a mouthful of brown rice.
As long as you can offer me a meal.
Serving as a beast of burden is no second thought.
It was the living bodhisattva of the growing sage who took us in too.
I have a handful of strength.
Please give me a way out!
All right.
Tonight, I'll just make do with this pile of rotten grass for the night.
Oh, I wake up and in the air, will be in the air.
Do you dare to spread that message?
What is your name?
In response to your words, sir, my name is Chu Yue.
Everyone eats, drinks, and uses all their toilets.
All are to be at the command of Chuyu.
Autumn Moon, come in with me!
Fill it up and take it out to share.
Just to fill everyone's stomachs!
I don't understand why I suddenly became so impulsive.
Perhaps because he stayed with Sima Yi for too long, touched by a bit of kindness.
Jaguar.
We can't just watch them starve to death. Fine. Since heaven has pushed these people before me, we can't just stand by and watch this world unfold.
He forced the living into evil spirits with over 300 mouths.
We must hurry to clear the land and farm. Only by letting these people work can they have food and shelter.
They dug earth on the spot, molded bricks to build the house, and also dig out a large reservoir on the higher ground. Spring is just right to divert water to irrigate the dozens of acres of wasteland at the foot of the mountain.
2 pillars!
You came at just the right time. There is a truly great, joyous event.
What good news? Do you still remember the drought demon morale you taught?
The provincial government directly mobilized top experts.
Destroyed a cult stronghold.
And killed 3 Foundation establishment cultivators on the spot. The leader of the evil cultivators.
This earth-shattering achievement has already reached the Imperial Court.
According to the rules, the bounty for you can be immediately allocated.
The government's foundation is so strong. In one battle, he slew 3 Foundation establishment cultivators.
Only that monster bearing the bloodline of Hamba.
He actually broke through the encirclement. I heard that he had forcibly torn apart a Foundation establishment cultivator. Seriously wounded. He fled into the deep mountains, and his whereabouts became unknown. Life and death govern the workings of the stone and repair the stone.
If that monster wandered into our small place,
And was buried with him throughout the process. Even if it was just the lowest-ranking white-haired soldier last time, almost cost me my life. Speaking of serious matters, the authorities plan to reward me with some kind of benefit this time.
Upon hearing news from the prefectural government, the leader of the team was promoted by 3 ranks.
According to reason.
At the very least, you could get 1 or 2 true pills.
almost everything is settled. The timing of the true qi being released is barely enough to observe.
Master Zhang.
If you have any issues, let me know. I'll handle it for you.
Going to the refugee crowd to pick out a few who know how to live and forge iron.
A skilled craftsman, skilled at forging weapons. Bring them to the courtyard to gather.
Master Zhang wanted to forge weapons.
Look!
How about my Fugui help out too? He used to work as an apprentice at a city blacksmith shop.
This batch of weapons became, if each person could wear it in unison, us. This big white goose's absolute air superiority. In the future, who dares to cause trouble here at Qingxi Ridge, I can nail them all to the ground from the heavens.
Whew. After being enduring for nearly half a year with this vicious thing, finally, it was uprooted completely. If you foolishly wait for the county magistrate to give a handout, those antidote pills, by now,
The bones had already cooled to the bones.
You, a dignified martial scholar, with a scholarly title, always like a muddy monkey, fishing in the river.
What kind of proper conduct is this?
Just one thing. Will you eat or not?
Those who slack off are not cultured, the refined way to eat fish.
Whew. You city folks really know how to eat spicy food like this. Aren't you going to try the duck with rice wine? Not touching this stuff is just paying money to suffer. Better to drink a couple of mouthfuls of honey water for a good time. Last time you asked me to find out the land deed for that barren mountain next to Qingshaling.
Whose business is it?
Land under the county magistrate's name. County magistrate. Someone like me, a country bumpkin. You can't even find the county office's main gate to open toward. What qualifications do you have to buy land from the magistrate?
Don't be discouraged. There is still some news. Last time you gave a reward for providing zombie clues. It truly is a genuine pill.
It really has been sent to the county office.
The hair is indeed spent. But don't dwell on it. That thing. You probably won't get it.
Why? Because the order was to be sent to the county office, lost by a concubine from the county magistrate's household. It is not that I won't give it to you.
If the county office gives it, it will be given to you when you find it.
Are you really planning to bloom on your own?
At present, refugees are everywhere. Are we just going to watch them starve to death? I plan to build a reservoir at the mountaintop.
Devour the entire barren mountain behind Qingxi Ridge and transformed it into fertile fields.
I've known you for so long. It is rare to see a lively look in your eyes.
That is true.
Your greed for the land is etched deep in your bones.
I have 600 silver scriptures here.
If you have time, help me check out the market, if there are refugees.
All were settled here.
All of them!
Can you afford to raise one?
In response.
All of them!
All right.
I would do everything I can for this. As for the supply issues, I'll cover part of it for you. Consider it a wish for you to do good deeds.
Thank you.
The authorities couldn't be trusted, and the county magistrate had lifted the ban on that bounty pill.
In exchange for the more than 10 miles of barren mountains behind Qingxi Ridge, this deal.
Number.
He was indeed efficient in handling things, with Huang Laokai helping to manage it. I can finally return to the mountain to cultivate with peace of mind.
Tai Jingjing has already planted a full circle. Crescent, spirit rice is almost ready to be harvested. But the locusts were getting more and more numerous. A mere number of locusts. It actually managed to tear apart the flesh of my group of mutant crocodiles. Inside the locust's shell, it actually contained a violent energy comparable to a martial artist's true chi. No wonder even the geese couldn't withstand it.
Roasted and eaten!
It must be tempting so.
Grilling. It is definitely delicious.
The flock of geese raised by Master Zhang's family. His physique was like that of a calf.
There must be immortal energy hidden within this Qingxi Ridge.
The Angchang River was already at its bottom. At the foot of the mountain, the spring still bubbles, gushing with sweet water.
Old Huang.
You must regret it deeply, don't you? Such a treasure, trove. And you want to sell it.
Baoshanzai's even better. You still need a tough life to bear it.
I am paying money to save my life.
If there is no loss.
The rules passed down from our ancestors. At Qingxi Ridge, there is a giant snake that devours people. Whoever touches it dies. I am paying money to save my life.
No loss.
Are you crazy? Did you put your father's life into it?
Listen carefully. Father died at the hands of Erjuzi, that scoundrel.
There must be a heaven, defying treasure hidden on Qingxi Ridge. What is Zhuzi supposed to be?
Why should he monopolize the treasure mountain?
Even if you don't get the treasure.
He absolutely cannot let those trivial matters live in peace.
This time, you can't just go all out.
We need to plan slowly. And even starved for 3 days following the rules. If you eat too much of these raw geese, his mind became increasingly clear. The insects grew ever more ominous. We must use strong medicine to feed this air force into combat strength.
Scholar Zhao.
Master Zhao.
I sent someone here.
Lord Wah!
I did not know that Lord Wang had honored me with your presence.
And thus failing to welcome from afar. Rustic mountain folk.
Nothing to show off.
Adults drink a sip of herbal tea to soothe their throats.
Lord Wang personally came to this desolate mountain today. Is there an order from the county office?
Scholar Zhao.
Large-scale mutated locust plagues have broken out across various counties in Qingzhou. Refugees flooded like a tide.
Last night, the county magistrate urgently issued a warrant. All martial scholars under 40 in the county who have official titles, we must immediately accept forced conscription. He followed the army to resist the locust plague.
Pacifying the troubles that are not troubles.
Responding to urgent matters is like putting out a fire. Everyone will gather at the county office tomorrow at 50.
Urju will hold it up for me. I'll go to the outhouse later.
Thank you! Thank you! Lord Heaven for your life!
If you translate it like this!
The people behind didn't even have rice soup to drink.
You, a sage, who cannot bear to witness the suffering of the world. When did you learn to be frugal and calculating? But the gap outside is too wide.
The disaster relief! Grain allocated by the court! Arrived early! All were locked up in the warehouse by the county office!
After scanning 7 places out of 25 scholars, only 3 had just touched it.
Sister's threshold.
Zhang Wei. That fool actually started practicing layer after layer too.
Enough nonsense. Everyone present was divided into 20 teams.
And immediately left the city.
He forcibly conscripted laborers from Liu's camp.
And perished.
The government established the rules and the regulations. The county offices responsible for overthrowing the emperor allocated grain and provisions.
100 jin of accounts in hand. He directly withheld 2 of these worthless grains. It was only enough to recruit 200 people as cannon fodder. In this state, to eliminate the mutated locusts. It is like giving the locusts a feast. First, they have to be fed.
Everyone rested on the spot, seeking the stove to cook!
Everyone behave yourself! Who dares to rush the statement again?
And beheaded him on the spot.
This goose is as fat as a pig. One big iron pot definitely can't hold it.
Such a big one!
At least 200 jin of clean meat can be peeled off.
The fierce spiritual energy emanating from this giant crocodile.
I am afraid I can't even withstand a single wing from him.
This surname is Zhang. And the squad leader is incredibly powerful.
We absolutely cannot provoke Master Zhang. When the porridge is rendered with oil, I brought some good jerky.
You'll be dealing with a couple of bites.
Captain Zhang, please taste the rations I prepared. I appreciate your kindness. I only had a few dried persimmons and red dates left in my bag.
Everyone, please try this.
These red dates actually contain such pure spiritual energy.
Everyone, stop right there.
Rushing forward right behind me.
If you don't get involved, you'll be holding the rear lines. And dare to retreat even half a step. Killing without pardon!
The entire army halted the pursuit. Rest and regroup on the spot. The brothers had meat to eat by following Captain Zhang.
There is a way out! Find the next wave of bugs to deal with.
Most of the locusts here were attracted by the ginseng of Qingshaling. The rest had already been mostly killed by the refugees Erjuzi had bought. I really got a huge bargain for free.
Spending all the family's resources. Just swapping it for this tattered piece of paper.
What do you know?
This is a genuine immortal technique!
I'll copy a few dozen points from him right away. Later, 100 taels of silver per S-hair.
If we sell it out, our Zhang family will be completely turned around.
Stop. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Illegally using immortal cultivation techniques is a capital offense, punishable by losing one's head.
I understand.
The sage said, all under heaven are troublesome people. He possessed the art of governing the people. If one understands poverty and brings hardship.
And must not be allowed to govern it.
I have fully understood. This reading has become a rotten habit. Having another episode. Brother, I want to practice martial arts.
Teach me!
You have studied diligently for so many years.
No longer examining fame and rank. I stopped reading.
I want to step onto the path of immortality.
Whatever you want.
As long as you don't regret it in the future.
Brother! Are you sure you won't be like last time?
Fall half to death right away.
Rest 100 years. At ease.
My wind control technique has already reached perfection. This time, everything is absolutely foolproof.
Laozi finally came up.
Zhang! Zhang!
Your time to die has come.
Big brother! Your bones aren't broken. Right.
A flat-haired beast dares to step on my head and poop.
I dare not.
I am going to chop you up today. You beast, you must be cut off.
Not a trace of magical power remains.
I have endured hardship for more than 10 years.
In the end, they couldn't even defeat a single livestock insect raised by Shang'e.
Bro.
Don't scare me!
So handsome. It is silly. I am not stupid.
But I lost to a goose. We're not even as good as the beasts under Zhao Erzu's command.
But a mere beast.
Is it worth fighting him to the death?
I have my own killer move.
Can this damn poison of yours be any good?
Rest 100 years at ease. I mixed more than a dozen packs of the most potent rat poison into this handful of rice. If you don't believe me.
He himself tasted 2 pills first.
Speak less of your fart.
I personally saw them off on their way.
Poisonous trash, with no spiritual energy at all.
Is it really a starving ghost? Reincarnated?
Fought with force and utterly defeated.
One was poisoned and ignored.
Are we really not even as good as this flat-haired beast?
Sigh.
Catch the thief! Don't let those 2 bandits escape!
Within this massive swarm. 5. Mutations of an inch long. There are at least 100 locusts.
If we fight head on, at least half of the more than 1,000 Liu men under my command will die.
This caravan leader. The scene was terrifying.
How should we respond?
Scholar. Zhao.
Bring all the fresh fodder you gathered over to me!
Evenly scatter these leaves over the firewood. Everyone was immediately pushed to the outskirts, hidden in a deep trench.
Society is...
The captain.
Can you adjust the fire now?
Wait a little longer!
Such a terrifying sense of oppression.
While the Tiger King had already unleashed demonic energy.
Damn it.
The encirclement wall hasn't tightened yet.
Hurry and throw all the torches in!
Sealing the outer defenses.
I couldn't hold on any longer!
Retreat and come to the rescue.
Everyone gathered around me.
After the battle ended, he retreated 8 more times.
This beast's burst speed is terrifying.
The remaining true energy inside his body was only enough to unleash one last sword light.
A little closer.
Come closer.
Die for me. This insect king's belly is full of golden eggs, with abundant spiritual energy. His spirit seemed to have already stepped halfway into the threshold of demon transformation.
If you want to eat, keep it up for a few more days. This thing is bound to get into trouble now.
Captain Zhang.
The battlefield inventory was completed. A total of 156 mutated giant emperors captured.
How do you think this is divided?
Old rules.
1 copy for each mutated locust. The remainder was used as rations for the entire unit. The photo of Scholar Sunday was sent. Anyone who died in battle. His ration. Neither Ling nor Hao is allowed to be lacking.
The military texts say, only when rewards and punishments are clearly distinguished can orders be enforced and prohibitions enforced. Taking the belongings of the dead, it will chill the hearts of the living.
I have deployed a full 20 Emperor extermination squads. Only you took the lead.
Tasks are handled efficiently and satisfactorily.
I will reward you handsomely.
Boss, come home! Boss, you are back.
During the days I was away. Is your home safe?
Returning to the eastern home at night, the thief entered.
Fortunately, no one had ever come up the mountain.
A couple of days ago.
A few free range children picked up a few dead mice and birds at the base of the back mountain, just shouting about grilling. Suffering a loss, Huang Wangshan, sharp-eyed, stopped him.
Everyone followed the trail and followed it. At the foot of the back mountain, a large pile of rice sprinkled with highly toxic substances was found. A circle of wild animals died around them.
You blocked this matter well. From now on, if I do not send triple the number of men at night to defend in secret, no one can be allowed to climb the mountain for wealth and honor.
Let's see if the heavy black iron sword can still be accepted.
Captain Jia. These people started causing trouble as soon as they had their fill.
Where should we go next?
And rested on the spot for a day. At dawn the next day, they broke camp and set out. The two pillars of Haishan town copied military texts as before. He divided over 1,000 people into category, a combatants and category B for the elderly, weak, sick, and disabled.
Establish 5 chiefs, 10 chiefs. The centurion instantly organized the ranks.
Several Liu Mings, tightly bound, knelt on the ground, weeping bitterly.
They were arrested for robbing the village. Captain Zhang was grateful to the living bodhisattva for sparing his life.
Worsened us! This is a moment of delusion!
I never dared to do it again.
I have suffered endless humiliation since childhood, nor did he want to inflict pain on others. What one does not desire, do not impose upon others.
Everyone perked up their ears and heard clearly.
What's with me?
There is meat to eat.
But if you dared to set foot in a commoner's village, they plundered half a grain of grain. Those who kill and set fires and enforce the law on the spot. And showed no leniency.
Next.
Such a domineering base. Weakness is only a facade. A comparable force had already formed within their bodies. The pure demonic energy circulating through high-level martial artists' true chi. A complete transformation. It advanced to become a true spirit beast.
All of them are below the 6th level of artifact refining. There wasn't even a single expert to hold the line. Looks like I've got this pill-suppressing pill today.
Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Our county magistrate of Anchang is kind and righteous, and he has built 2 mountains of joy. Only then did he exchange for this supreme true pill from above.
Shi Zun was lofty in righteousness, great in wisdom and wise.
The county magistrate caught a man with nothing but a wolf out of thin air. The unlucky ghost who forcibly traded away 2 barren mountains.
It is me!
A group of maggots that only know how to wag their tails.
What are you looking at?
Sooner or later I'll stew all of you disgusting maggots in one pot.
I don't know which path the friend is from, daring to come to Hangfu Tower and cause trouble.
Laozi does not change his name in his conduct.
He was punished without changing his surname.
Even the matter of Qing Fengzi, under Emperor Dao Xuanzong, has its own roots. Just go up to Dao Xuanzong to seek revenge on Laozi.
Very well. I have noted it down. It turned out to be Dao Xuanzong's tough opponent.
Farting.
You are not even from Dao Xuan sect. Why are you biting everywhere?
Framing my sect.
How do you know I am not? Could it be that you are the one who is the one?
Indeed.
I am the true master, Xuanzong Qing Fengzi. I hope all fellow Taoists will discern this wisely. Although our Dao Xuanzong was regarded as a thorn in the side of the great Zhou court, but the whole sect only wishes to devote themselves to cultivating the Dao.
There was absolutely no intention of rebellion.
Starting bid! 1,000 tablets. Peiyuan Boan. 2,000 tablets.
2,800 cases!
$3,000 cases.
Take a close look. Everyone,
This is a body with a body and feet of 1 foot 5 inches. The remains of the super insect king, which had already reached the threshold of demon transformation.
Within his body was an extremely violent wood. Element spiritual energy.
This thing is the ultimate potent medicine for leveling up my 2 big white geese.
Which route is Hexia actually on? Why do you pretend to be from our sect? Stirring up trouble everywhere.
Sowing discord with the authorities.
You Daoshuan sect people are like earth rats, hidden too deep. If I don't use some strong medicine, how could you obediently show yourself?
Even if you want to find someone. There is no need for such dirty tricks. Right?
Fellow Taoist said, "Don't rush to leave. After all this trouble, I only wish to ask your sect to intervene. Help refine a decent grade alchemy skill."
Absurd!
Our Dao Xuanzong is the orthodox Xuanmen that inherits the ancient tradition. You use living people to refine blood soul pills. Such heartless deeds. You still expect our Dao Xuan sect to forge the killing path and dream path for you. The secret treasure vault.
Do you really have the whereabouts of the Dao Blood secret treasure in your possession?
I said it before. As long as you have enough chips, there is no business in this world that cannot be agreed upon.
He said.
Do you even know where the secret is?
Our leader naturally held onto the clues. But you wouldn't naively think. Just for helping us build an alchemy furnace. Can you exchange it for such a great opportunity?
I naturally understand these rules. A mere alchemy furnace. It is but a small effort at the sight of raising a hand. Whatever specifications you want.
Give me a measurement!
A month later, I personally delivered the goods.
Refreshing.
Exercise 5 Layer 1.
His personal status surged dramatically. Absolute control over 3 palms. Even if you close your eyes, no one within this range can ambush me. I am the pure alchemy master of gold. The elixir energy endures old. And the Tao was called Bai He Crane. A lifetime of obsession with research. The art of alchemy. I never imagined that the great sects would ultimately be destroyed.
The great Zhou Court's iron cavalry was wiped out in blood.
I am old and know
that Shu Yuan is about to devise a plan.
He couldn't bear to bring this painstakingly crafted mastery of alchemy into the Yellow Earth. Therefore, this tradition was preserved, gifted to those destined to be found.
So what if the Great Zhou Court monopolized?
Yay!
Right now, I am the only wild guy in the world who isn't controlled by those corrupt officials.
Refining 1,000 furnace winds for the landlord's home.
The thing you wanted. The matter is out.
Try it yourself.
The feel is different.
This thing is called a hidden weapon.
Not suitable. Called heavy flying swords. That was quite fitting. Let's go.
She. Watching me scatter smoke, laughing boundlessly.
Wishing to soar as the sun sets, I raise my brow briefly, yet none dare to stay.
Between 3 fingers.
Ashes fly and mist fades at dusk.
Walk away your worries.
What a clever method.
This is quite powerful.
Do not cease the fire.
Keep beating me to death! This deadly weapon. I have as much as I want.
A 2-foot. Long insect king.
Releasing the 1-foot-long egg inside its belly was enough to forcibly feed 4 geese into spirit beasts.
These 2 foot. Long ones, let the geese eat them.
Damn! Wouldn't that be enough to send out a batch of Air Force soldiers?
Captain Zhang.
This batch of insect nests was pushed all the way from hundreds of miles away. He didn't even turn a corner along the way.
Something strange is coming for me.
This beast must have smelled the scent of the top-grade ginseng on Qingxi's face.
Everyone below was ordered to withdraw. Release the main avenue and let the swarm pass.
I came to intercept and kill the mouth to welcome the divine stone.
Open!
The Lingji mushroom is too tall. He knew his body couldn't fly, hiding outside the range of the divine corpse, specifically, hunting my flock of geese.
If you miss this time, you won't be able to hold him back anymore.
Die for me!
It fell down. A person hovers halfway through the sky.
You simply can't borrow any effort.
He was doomed. In the end, it was shattered into a lump of flesh.
As long as this scoundrel dies. Tonight, we'll lead our men to charge up.
He claimed all the fortune of Qing Shiling.
Our柱子那损哪儿去了?
Scholar Zhang.
You hide here, carefree and at ease. Do you know that now? The locust plague in Qingzhou Prefecture is raging like a sea.
Rioters were everywhere.
1,000 miles of barren land and white bones lie along the way. And the troublemaking squad you lead. Yet, he hides in this dilapidated village, hesitating and unable to move forward. What crime should you commit?
Do you figure it out?
Qingzhou Prefecture has fallen into such a ghostly state. That is the sin caused by you useless people who take the court's salary. 无受你的责任. A mere martial scholar is responsible for this.
Bold madman! Don't think you carry the empty title of scholar. I cannot execute you! We only have 3 or 4 dao of food daily.
Yet day and night, he encountered Shidang, relying on the locust plague in the 5 surrounding garrisons. Why hesitate and hesitate to move forward?
I will not be quick to argue with you. A commoner of the city.
The county magistrate issued strict orders.
I order you to immediately lead your troops to the western town of Chengxi.
Violators are subject to military law. Colleagues are actually the emperor's favorite imperial tribute.
The more chili there is in this weather, the spicier it gets. The better the quality. If I can plant 2 of them on my Qingxi Ridge.
Brother Zhang! Brother! I am really jealous. You know.
Above her head, 2 big geese protect her. Every day, they can use such a top-quality flesh and blood to have half a foot slashed at the waist. When a late night snack nourishes the body.
Wait.
Spicy and harsh.
It tastes terrible. Brother, your tolerance for alcohol isn't even as good as a woman's.
He was no longer young. Didn't you think about marrying another wife right away?
As long as you nod. Come, how about my Sima family become alive? In son, in law.
What a joke.
Brother Zhang.
This is no joke.
Brother Sima's kindness.
Zhang understood in his heart.
I am the kind of person who grew up rolling in the mud, having grown accustomed to the wild life of eating raw meat and drinking blood.
Anyone came.
If you dare to retreat even half a step again, those who deserted in battle.
All the earth, true laws are to be destroyed by rushing into the sky.
Even if I die, I must die inside.
Finally got it. The branches and leaves of Baiju are a deadly temptation to locusts. So the locusts all seem possessed, swarming here. This is not a natural disaster at all.
These scoundrels set up a blazing fire formation.
If the strength is not right,
this was a complete, ruthless annihilation.
Immortal Venerable.
The fire oil has been broken. The blazing fire formation is already in place.
Is it not time to rush to get started?
At the core of the formation, the largest king insect hadn't yet fallen into the trap. If the king of insects does not die, it is ultimately a grave threat to the heart.
Issue orders, send them down.
Assign me human life to support the swarm.
It turns out that in the eyes of these innocent magnates,
we peasants are worse than dogs.
The demon race of the myriad demon kingdom. This is the legendary beast of the flying sword myriad demon kingdom, said to be able to take heads from 1,000 miles away.
Our great Zhou dynasty, and you have always kept well water from disturbing river waters.
You dare to cross over into business.
Are they trying to provoke a war between 2 nations that will fight to the death?
I am merely borrowing precious land to use the Jew elixir to satisfy my cravings. The dignified county official.
Why be so stingy and reckless with a monster?
Order! Shoot arrows at me and blow this beast into a hedgehog!
Pursuit. Pursue for me.
We absolutely cannot let this prodigy leave the country alive!
Don't you have birds under your command?
Why not intercept or pursue them in the air?
The great man has clear discernment.
Just now, in order to break through the sea of fire, the goose was seriously injured.
It simply can't fly!
And still dare to argue cunningly. You, Jiangji, did not advance before the battle began.
If only the demons of the Myriad Demon Kingdom could flee into hiding!
Someone, throw this useless person into the dungeon immediately.
Here it is. The hunger strike and water tribe endured for 2 days. This flat-haired beast.
The bones are quite tough.
I do not believe it.
I also subdue the lifeless head! Hairless everywhere!
I am going to break your wings today.
I want to ride you forward for a walk! Give me the skills of a beast! Taming, flying, immortal!
Awesome!
It was damn satisfying!
You wretched beast, you are crazy!
Come on, please.
Sima County Officer is truly a rare guest. Why are you in such a good mood today?
The wise do not speak in secret. I have come today only to request from the county magistrate for one person, that martial scholar named Zhang Erju.
That Zhang Xiufanqi was extremely bold, openly delaying the opportunity on the front lines. He let the dangerous prodigy of the Myriad Demon Kingdom go. I am preparing to submit the detailed case file to the county government for decision.
Look, can this century-old ginseng redeem Scholar Zhang?
Since the county magistrate Sima personally stepped forward.
Guarantor.
And that extremely unlucky goose.
You can take it with you!
Thank you, magistrate, for your generous support.
Eldest uncle! Did you get it done?
I gave up my old face and a century-old ginseng plant.
How could he refuse? Thank you, uncle.
No need to rush to thank me. Don't forget the conditions you promised me.
If the nephew promised his uncle, he would naturally keep it.
That is good. But I still want to remind you, for a friend, after running dozens of miles through the night road to find me. But people's hearts are separated by a belly. They may not actually see you as a friend.